Hello, hello. Good morning. I love your sunglasses, Tom.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to MyFundedFutures and MyFundedTV. I am Terry Trades. We have our amazing, cool as a cucumber expert, powerful trader, Tom Savo. Hi, Tom.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Terry. It's so good to be back. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody. Special hello to Abhishek and Trevor and Nate and Magnus and Aaron, and of course, everybody here at MyFundedTV. How is the morning, Terry? How you doing?
I am great. It's going. How's your morning going?
Well, morning is okay. I'm working a lot on some new evaluation accounts, guys. So definitely, I'm not trying to be a hero on a Friday, but all is well, all is good. I have some info. We're going to talk about some stuff, but yeah, all is good. It's a typical Friday, I guess.
It's Friday. Oh, this week, the market has been kabooshing all week.
I couldn't really figure out, like, when I opened up the chart in the London session, like, what is going on? We were already dropping from the Asia high, like 900 points. So something is definitely, I was like, what is going on? But we're going to figure it out today.
Yes, we will. Let's get started. I can share the schedule.
Let's go.
Today is Friday. You are watching Terry and Tom on the morning push. At 10 o'clock, we have Pine Tree Trader. 10:30, we have Mr. Zinc. At 11:30, we have Husk and Methodical Man. 12:30, we have Matt Cowart. And that is the schedule for today. Ash Trades is still on maternity leave. Not maternity, paternity. Paternity leave. And he will be back next week. And that's the schedule for today.
Thank you, Terry. Yeah, just a quick look on the chart here, everybody. So yeah, it was an interesting session ever since London. Asia high was, well, actually Asia high, it's just hard to say where is Asia high exactly, but like usually I always look for the 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let me just switch to the 1 hour chart a little bit and look at this huge drop from yesterday. So the whole drop is like, yeah, started from yesterday pre-London session. If you just look at this with the previous swing high, it's like 1,200 points, more than 1,200 points to the low, actually. So that's a really big drop. So we will talk about that definitely. And so the Asia session, let me go back to the 5 minute here. So Asia session started, actually continued the meltdown even lower. We went through some serious levels there. And so we went down all the way to 28,554. Now I was kind of trying to go for some fair value gaps in the London session. I did trade into a 1 hour fair value gap, so I was kind of hoping for a reversal like everybody else, which kind of worked out. So that was a good trade. Haven't really got to that 5 minute fair value gap, and then after, as you guys can see, we dropped lower. It was a really interesting move from the low here, because it was like slowly but creeping higher, 260 points actually tagged into this swing high. So that was interesting. But the candles on the 5 minute, especially in the past couple of hours, everything is overlapping. So no huge fair value gaps, except for this one. We do have one here, but in terms of supply demand zones, you know, guys, those are my favorites. I don't see really anything special going on here. So not even on the downside, not even on the upside. So I might as well have to go with some more fair value gaps. I think we got to check some higher time frames here. So I'm just going to switch to the 4 hour for just a second here. And we will see that on the 4 hour chart. Let me just get the markings off here. So on the 4 hour chart, this is the micro. Now we do have a swing low somewhere around 28,500 ish, so 504 maybe, whatever. So that's actually an interesting swing low. What makes it even more interesting, that if we go back to May, so the 5th of May this year, there's also a liquidity void. That is actually a new day opening gap. No, I don't know what that is, but there is some liquidity void down there. I kind of feel like like that this sell-off is going to continue down there. So 28,500 is in the crosshairs for sure. Are we going to get down there this session? I think we have a really, really good chance to it. So for NQ, 130 something points is nothing. So yeah, the exact level is 28,500. So as much as I'd like to see some buying opportunities, I feel like a continuation of the sell-off is like almost inevitable, which kind of gives us maybe some good opportunities to scalp down to London low, because yeah, I could say like officially London low is down at 554. So yeah, why not just scalp it down? So that's the situation there. On gold, I was actually surprised that we didn't take out Asia high in the London session, up there at 4,012. We went down, took out previous day low. If you're asking me like, okay, are we going to go further down? We do have a sell side liquidity level at 39.55 or 56 on the micro there. And this is the hourly chart. You know, I'd like to think that gold also wants to take out that level. So let's remain bearish as well. In terms of supply demand zones, there's nothing really going on here. Be careful with the long positions. It's heavily bearish. This was a really strong impulse move to the downside. So let's focus on the downside at 39.55 on gold. And as for ES, kind of like to say, oh my gosh, ES is melting down again. Wow,
it's still going.
It's still going, guys. I need to step to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so yeah, it just feels like it won't stop until it's like what's that? 7,468-ish area. It's definitely bearish. What could be the cause of this? We will talk about it. There's many. Maybe it's just a regular correction on the higher time frames, but we're definitely going down both on ES and NQ. So we're focused on NQ as usual. That's what we do, and it seems like we are absolutely bearish. So that's all I have for now, guys. But if we see those pew trades, we will react immediately. But thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
As far as scheduled news today, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have building permits, and then also housing starts and import prices month over month. And I also see at 9:15, we have capacity utilization rate and industrial production month over month. Oh, actually, that's coming out in a few minutes here. 5 minutes.
Oh,
capacity. Yeah. And then we also have U of M consumer sentiment numbers and inflation expectations at in about an hour.
Oh yeah, so we have some news there. We have some survey news. Oh yeah, quite interesting. So have you checked the numbers? What was the number exactly? Hold on. We had some numbers at 8:30.
The building permit?
Oh,
Yeah. I'm sorry if I said 9:30 on the building permits. You know, my source is not showing there we go. Okay, building permits, 1.37 million. It came in a little bit lower than expected. Housing starts came in at 1.43 million, a little higher than expected. So no red folder news though.
So yeah, well, I would say, because I was getting some questions about this, like how this is going to affect the market. I don't think that currently it has a huge effect. And if you ask me, like, is this good news or bad news? I wouldn't say bad news. So these are not bad. The housing starts actually good. Building permits a little bit lower than expected. Overall, I would say not bad, but not like super great news. So I don't think it's like a mediocre type-ish news. Some like nothing bad, nothing super awesome. So I would say it should not be moving the market. Although I really trying to figure out what is moving the market today. What could be the main cause of this? I get some rumors that it's AI. Yeah, sure. Before you share, I'm just let me just guess. Is it because some stocks are selling off? Maybe it's some AI stuff going on in the background, or I don't know. Or I don't know.
Yes. How did you know?
I just
you
guessing.
know everything.
No, I was just guessing because usually these are the main reasons, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah. So Netflix reported yesterday after the bell, and it was a mixed second quarter earnings report. So they did beat earnings per share estimates, but they had a slightly missing revenue expectations. So the shares stumbled after hours. I think I saw it at like negative 10% at one point. So that's kind of a preview. Okay. I believe what they did was they guided lower than expected into the future. So I think maybe that made a lot of tech investors nervous, and people are just selling. And also just the valuation of AI related stocks, the chip stocks. I think people, maybe they just got kind of nervous. Like,
oh, yeah,
too many people on the buy side. It only takes a little bit for it to topple over, like Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty, yeah, exactly. That's the new thing on trading, Humpty Dumpty trades.
Yes, and then we also had news regarding the Middle East war yesterday that was very bearish. So there we go. Lots of bearish news.
Yeah, bearish news and also the earnings, so kind of pushing everything down. I was kind of playing with the thought like how much SpaceX is having an effect on NQ nowadays, because all I'm seeing is that SpaceX is always in a sell-off. Obviously there's more to it because other things are happening, but I don't think that SpaceX is doing good to NASDAQ as well. I don't know. Maybe
I keep forgetting about
find some support, right?
Yeah. So, SpaceX. Yeah. Let me check real quick the weight of SpaceX on NASDAQ 100, because it's probably bigger than a lot of people expect.
Yeah, so here's the chart, guys. It was a huge sell-off on the 16th. Wow, that was yesterday. Hold on. Oh, sorry, that's a 5-minute. Okay, so look at that. This is the hourly chart on SpaceX, and you look at that throughout the week. When did we start? On the 13th of this week, we were up at 144. SpaceX is down 125. They just hammering this stock like crazy, and I was like, is this helping? Definitely it's helping with NQ to go bearish even more, but yeah.
Oh, SpaceX, I keep forgetting about it, but now that's part of the big tech basket.
Oh yeah,
SpaceX
depends on the volume, I guess, but yeah, it's just going lower. So
well, I'm glad I didn't invest in SpaceX in the IPO, because I would be underwater.
Well, we should buy sooner or later, because we're going to live on Mars real soon. So let's just buy some stocks.
What will you do on Mars, Tom?
Well, I don't know. I maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will grow some potato there, like in the movie. So who knows? I'm not sure.
With Matt Damon, right?
With Matt Damon, yes. The details, you have to watch the movie how he does it, but it's cool.
Will you trade on Mars? Like, would you be a trader?
You know what, guys? I think even if humanity would expand bigger than out of this whole galaxy, the market would be still open up for everybody. So trading, I think trading will be here. I would say not like technically forever, but like for a long time, guys. Trust me, because it's just an awesome thing. So I think trading will be always available for retail, right? Should be
forever. It's only growing. It seems like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The retail traders were so important.
It is. And by the way, I do keep I do get this question all the time, like, yeah, but what if AI is going to take over? AI is already taking over, by the way, in the past couple of years. Huge hedge funds and everything they are using with these super algos. But even if AI is going to come even deeper into the trading business, I would say there's always going to be space for retail traders, because why not? We as humans are always and should be always able to trade these markets. Even if you just go for those crumbs, that should be able to make a huge profit for yourself. So don't worry, we'll always have access to these markets.
Yes. Do you know what I have access to?
I don't know.
Our current promos. Would you like to see?
Yes.
Hey!
Yes.
Yes. Using code YouTube gets you the best discount always every time you use code YouTube. Every time you use code YouTube, it does help to support the channel. So thank you so much, you guys. Using code YouTube, you will receive 50% off any sized Rapid, Builder, and Pro plan.
Exactly.
Insane. Everyone gets 2 uses of this. It goes until July 31st. So make sure you snatch that up. And if you'd like, you can also stack your deals. We have this fantastic sale on the 25K Builder is here. Brand new plan. No DLL. You can pass in 1 day and potentially get paid every 48 hours, starting as low as $52. Those are the current promos.
That's a real good price. And thank you, Terry. And guys, never, ever, ever forget to use the code YouTube. And by the way, speaking of supporting, because you guys are amazing, I'm going to check the numbers. We are already at 108 likes. Thank you so much for that. You guys are amazing. 440 viewers. Thank you for being here with us. Please, if you're watching us on TikTok or X, thank you so much. Hop over to YouTube as always. Smash that like, share the link with everybody. Thank you for supporting us and spending the time here. They're really the best community out there, and not just YouTube land, in all social media. So the vibes are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the support, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have our duck race today.
Yes, I don't know. We will get some confirmation in the backstage real soon.
Yeah.
We
It's
have
on.
duck race. Okay, because I have a duck here at my shoulder. You guys can see it. So I have my own duck here, actually. So yeah, it's gonna work out just fine. Trust me, guys.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I have to go get my duck.
Here. It's actually right here. Look at that. Look at how cute.
That's so cute.
That I'm gonna keep it here once the race. I think I have to name this duck. I don't know what
What
name
should we name it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. We'll find a name. Open up for suggestions.
What do you guys think, traders? What should we name Tom's duck?
Oh my God. Oh, that's gonna be. I can already see.
We have to do top 3 names, and then we'll do a poll.
Top 3 names, right? Yeah.
Tomo duck. Tomo duck.
Oh my gosh, yeah, maybe. Sabo
quack.
I like that too. Yeah, that's cool too. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Dewey.
You know what?
That's kind of cute.
Oh, that's cute too. Yeah, Donald
Dewey.
Duck. Dewey. I like the Dewey, by the way. That's absolutely cool.
I think we have to get you a hat because
we need to get a hat.
I can't just wear it alone.
We're gonna do that for sure. And guys, this is why Fridays are cool, because we can just relax, sit back, talk about how the week went. And as always, Fridays are not here to save the day the week and everything. We're just here to have fun. And of course, hopefully if we get some opportunities for the usual pew trades, we will take it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have a good feeling. I think we'll get at least one.
100%. 100%.
If not 10.
Well, we're gonna get it for sure. And
Okay.
yeah, talking about the markets and trades, just wanted to give you guys an update. I feel like it's just let's get this out of the way. I was getting some real good payouts on that Rapid. Unfortunately, yesterday I blew up that Rapid account. So yes, that Rapid is gone. It is what it is. Yeah, it's part of the business, unfortunately, but it's part of the business, and I'm glad we talked about that yesterday. Now, I did some calculation. I actually have the number right here on a sticky note. So I have the exact number. Out of 2 Rapid accounts, so I had a really good run. I'm actually very glad, because I never had such a good run like this on 2 accounts. So I had 2 Rapid accounts over the buffer, and with the daily payouts in under 3 weeks, because the first daily payout with this particular run I got on the 29th of June, I made $7,785. So that's a really good one. I mean, I'm just saying, guys, Thank you, but the reason I'm saying this is that this is on two Rapid accounts, and just trying to explain how much is possible to achieve even on just one account. So yeah, closely $8,000. And actually yesterday, if I wouldn't have blown it up because I was too greedy, I was already $600 something above the buffer. But I could have requested more. The thing is, only two accounts, maybe just one account. So one account can actually change a lot in your trading style. And this is why the Rapid accounts really, I mean, I was really expecting that this is how much I want to be in the Rapid accounts. Now, also, I got to tell you guys, I did purchase a few brand new Rapid accounts already. So I'm building up the new funded accounts as we speak. And so for next week, hopefully I'll be back in the race again. So it's amazing. I just love
That's
the Rapid
amazing.
accounts. Yeah.
Your return on investment is absolutely
it was good, really. It was really good, and
really good.
And it's just, I'm just saying, like, you got to treat it as a business. I'm reinvesting a portion of it. I already invested a portion of it to buy new evals.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad, because usually on one particular, this is so fast is what I'm trying to say. I wasn't really sure. I took a few payouts, of course, from MyFundedFutures in the past, as always, last year, this year, but like I haven't really got into the Rapid account that much, as Pinetree was having a really good run, and I was like, man, that's amazing, I want to have that too. And so I was focusing everything, so all my focus was steered into the Rapid accounts, and wow, it just proved to be that this is really, I think, for me, it's the best account. So anyway, it's amazing. The daily payouts really amazing.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
super amazing. And we can have up to 5 of them in Sim Funded. So it's great because then you can rotate. I have gotten in trouble before when I've copy traded everything. And I think, you guys, I finally learned my lesson to not copy trade.
But this is how we
I
move
think
forward.
so.
I did that too. I always make the same mistake with copy trading. So I always have like a good, like, quote unquote, good period when I just run up a couple of accounts, and then I, copy trade them, and I try to start with like 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 accounts. But like when I'm up to 5 accounts, something bad happens. It's just harder to go with the pressure. I don't know. It's just a completely different mindset there. So
yeah, I think rotating is key for a lot of people. There's definitely an edge to that, I feel like. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe
100%.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Can we do a poll? I'm curious on what our traders think. Do you guys think copy trading is better, or do you think rotating is better?
Yeah, it's a really tough question, because, I'm saying right now, rotating is great. It works great for me. But at the same time, I'm saying, like, I really want to be better in copy trading, because that's so awesome if you can leverage your trading, even with just 2 accounts. Basically you're doubling your potential profits there. And that is always something I want to go for. And but every time I do that, I do something stupid, and then I go back to rotating the account. So I guess it's just so much subjective. Like, it really depends. It's everybody does it differently, guys. So
yes,
yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. We get to do it any way we want. Just because something works really well for one person, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work really well for the other person. I've heard so many different traders trade very differently. Like, some people trade once, twice a week. Some people are taking like 30 plus trades in a day. So, and this is coming from successful traders, you guys. So it just depends, really. Yeah. Oh, rotating. So far, 64% are voting for rotating.
Okay. It seems like, rotating has also a lot of advantage. I guess both sides have lots of advantages. The biggest advantage of rotating for me is if I'm having a losing streak, it's easier to, because the hardest thing for me is to walk away from the screen. So if you ask me, I always said the hardest for me is to walk away. But because I know I can't walk away, or I'm having a hard time walking away, I'm just going to switch to another account. So rotating, this is why rotating for me is usually works better. But, you know.
Yes. I need another account so I can rotate.
Let's get some more accounts.
Let's get some more accounts. I need another one.
Yeah.
So what do you think? We have 4 minutes until the market's going to open. Do you think we'll take out that pivot low, the overnight low, like right away? Or do you think we'll get a big pump towards higher?
Honestly, let me just clean up my chart here a little bit. So what I think, and there's a level here that 5 minute fair value gap is really interesting. That's at 703. Now, I'm not gonna switch to all the time frames here, but if you guys look at it, you will not find any other level of potential liquidity than that 5 minute gap at 703. Now that's 60 something points higher, which is not too far because we do have enough volatility. I mean, the market is definitely moving. So 60 points right now for NQ at the open should not be a problem at all. So I can imagine that we can see a potential push up to that fair value gap. Let me just highlight it a little bit better. So there's that fair value gap. I'm going to zoom in as well. So we can have a bit of an extra push to the upside there, sweep orders from that area, and in smart money terms, sweep that area, and then when we're finished up there, the market should just boom go down to that 28,500. At least that's what I would be looking for right now at the open. So who knows, you know.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a huge arrow. I can make it even bigger. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Did you see that?
That was so cute.
I got scared for a second there.
That was
cute.
So cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. We have the best team. Thank you so much, you guys. Like, our entire team is so amazing.
Guys, really, you don't see them face to face, but our production team, especially Trevor, Nate, Magnus, Aaron as well. You guys saw Aaron. I mean, they're actually putting a lot of work to it, to the show. A lot, guys. Trust me on this. They are really just the small details also, and the big things as well. Without them, we would be having a real hard time. Really.
Yeah, so much fun. Do you guys like the round table and the graphics and the sound? Type in 1 if you like it. I like it. I like it so much. Every morning I'm typing backstage. I literally wrote, I love the transitions.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Roundtables are amazing. I love the conversations. You know, I love that we're kind of a little bit loose, and you know, we can talk about lots of stuff. So I like it.
Yes, we have fun. We have fun on our show. Do you have fun, Tom?
I'm always having fun, you know. I'm always, ever since the first day, and I'm just so glad that I could be here on the show. I think it's I'm here since about 1 year now, and I do remember ever since the first day, I was having so positive vibes. But yeah, I'm just glad and grateful. And by the way, we have 30 seconds almost, a little bit more until the open. Ooh. And it looks like we're already going lower. Are we going to sweep that 554? Maybe the previous theory is not going to work out. Maybe we're just going to instantly take the elevator down. 554 is London low, by the way, everybody. So get ready.
Okay, I'm going to put a sell stop below. That looks juicy for a scalp. If we break 5.5. Or if we break 550.
550. Okay, I
Whoa,
like the idea.
It's coming fast.
It's coming fast. All right, here we go, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, a bit of a push here. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. I'm actually thinking.
Push. Are you thinking long? Back to VWAP?
I really want to see this go long. I'm taking a small long position here, guys, but only 2 micros. And I'm trying to go for the 700 there. Actually, 690 is going to be my TP. And it's only 2 micros, and I'm fine with it.
I do like it.
I need to put a stop here somewhere. Actually, I'm going to put it a little bit lower, but I'm going to be watching this closely. I want to see this to make a quick run to that 700 level. Just tag that liquidity in, and that would be some extra nice profit, and I will be real careful after that.
Okay.
So let's get to that 700, because as I said to you guys, yeah, go on.
Oh, I'm in long too with you.
You're in long too. All right, let's go, everybody, because actually I'm going to bring my TP down to 89.50 because, you know, round numbers and everything. So 89.50 is my TP. I mean, seeing this push, it would only be logical to sweep those orders from the 700. If not, then I must say touche NQ, because it's really luring in the buyers, including me. So
Ooh, it's pushing.
It's pushing.
Where's your
my
TP?
TP is 89.50. 89.50.
89.50.
89.50, and I'm actually moving my stop a little bit closer. So let's see if we can get it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it and see what happens.
Okay, all right.
It's pushing.
Oh, come on. Come on.
The midnight opening price is about, gosh, it's way up there. It's all the way up at 912. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Sellers are coming in.
Sellers coming in, and it could be a trap for the buyers. Okay, last line of defense here, repricing the first candle here on the 1 minute. Actually, is that the first fair value gap? I have to switch down to the 1 minute chart here. Okay, so this is the 1 minute. Okay, last line of defense here. I might have to close this trade down manually maybe, but it's actually not a big risk, so I'm okay with this one. Opening range low is down there. Okay. Not gonna go.
Sellers are coming in.
Yeah, they're coming in. If they do, then actually I'm not gonna put my stop back to 89. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Because it might want to sweep the opening range low at the first candle at 9:30, which is fine. It was so close to my TP. It was at 84.75. Anyway. Yeah,
This is not looking good.
Yeah, I got trapped here, guys, and it seems like 554 is next. Okay. All right, guys, don't worry.
Okay, I'm out.
Fine.
Max
You're
Payne.
out.
I'm out.
Okay. All
okay.
Right. We
Regroup.
swept the low.
Regroup.
I'm almost out as well.
Okay.
I think we're going for that 54. Yeah, I'm out. Oh.
Oh,
we were so close.
We should have
so
taken
close.
our profits. Dang
Yeah.
it. But you know what? We were giving it a good shot. Okay.
All right.
Up
I'm
next.
trying to scalp down to 57 now.
Okay.
It's an instant trade, so don't worry, guys. I'm trying not to go on tilt. Don't worry. And don't worry.
Everything's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be okay, right?
Yes.
I'm going to cry after the stream. All right. Okay. You got the TP. Nice. I'm still in a bit of a drawdown, but I got back. So I made back most of the previous loss. But yeah, looks like 554 is going to get swept here. But you know what? If we stay below this level, this 554, and it seems like we do, there you go.
There we go.
We might have to focus on that. Ooh.
Scalp trade.
You scalped one?
Yes, I got it.
Nice. Okay. Congratulations. I'm slightly back to break even, so it was almost going to my first target, so no problem with that. Now I'm trying to figure out if we are going to go for that 500. I kind of feel like we do, so I'm jumping into a 1 micro sell, and I'm ready to add to the position more. My TP is 503.50 down there. Only 1 micro because I'm expecting this to reprice higher. If you ask me why do I expect to reprice higher, because this is the first presentation gap up here, and I'm really expecting the market to tag that gap. If we trade higher than this level, which is going to be 622, then I might even, shift the direction and go for the 700 again. But until then, I will just relax because 1 micro is super easy, relaxed position. And
Okay, I'm
yeah,
in the orb
you're
for
in the
quick
orb.
scalp. Yeah. Oh,
All
okay, I got
right.
it. Yay!
You got it? You got it? All right.
Yeah.
Terry is smashing the market today. Let's go. Okay, everybody. Now what to do? Dump it.
Now, oh, okay, let's see what's going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a fake out or will it continue?
Now that's the real question, and this is why I only got in with 1 micro, because if this whole move was a manipulation phase, then distribution should be starting. Moving higher above 622. So so far I'm comfortable. And yeah, let's see if that's okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to add to this position, Terry. Adding 1 more micro.
Okay.
1 more micro. If I lose, I can always blame Methodical Man, so I'm comfortable. Yes.
Always.
I can always do that. Should be tagging that 500. Come on, market.
Come on.
So I definitely pulled lower my stop loss here, which is okay. Let's sweep that 500. Come on, market.
Go.
It could be trolling with everybody though.
Oh my gosh. NQ loves to troll.
NQ loves that. NQ loves that.
And NQ will humble you every single time, right?
Oh yeah. No, you could be the best trader of the world. It will humble you.
Yes. Yeah. NQ makes people cry.
Oh,
oh, it's going, Tom.
Come on.
Go.
Go. I'm taking it off. I don't care. I closed it. That's it. I'm out. Made an extra $100 on it, so that's fine. On a morning like this, it's cool. It's Friday, so it's fine.
Let's go. NQ's already down over 700 points right now.
Whew. Oh my gosh, look at that. It actually tagged my original TP, so thank you, NQ, for trolling me. No worries. So right now we went below 500. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's gonna happen? Now comes the big question, because there are 2 things can happen. Either we speed up the process and we're just gonna teleport down to 400 or even lower immediately, so it's huge sell-off coming in, or we're gonna turn back here. What do you think, Terry?
I think I don't know. Is that an answer?
That's an answer, definitely. So we do accept that.
Oh, perfect. The bears are so strong right now. So we have this new low of 28,481.25 in the full size contract. I mean, so far this open is nothing but bear. I mean, there was like a little bit of bull at the very beginning, but they're definitely in charge. And when I see this kind of price action, it can feel very scary as far as the potential for a trend day. I feel like we're already down 700 points. So that's why it makes me very nervous to short. But on a trend day, I mean, anyone trying to catch the knife just gets ran over, the falling knife. Like you just you become the liquidity, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like so there was a liquidity void. I don't know if it's a new day opening gap or something on the daily, but there's a close of the daily candle at what level is that? 442. So we might be dropping down to 442 just to tag that daily opening gap. That was actually on the 5th of May. So we might be going down there below the 440s. I'm not going to chase it, guys. So again, I'm talking about from experience. This was the main reason. I mean, this was the main mistake I did many times, blowing up my account, especially when I started out trading, is because I saw a level and the market was moving. The momentum was there and I was just jumping in to chase it. Let's chase it, let's jump in, and it immediately bounced, just like now. I was usually jumping in on the lowest point and it immediately started to bounce. That was the main reason for me to blow up many accounts back in the years. So
I think that is common, definitely where we can chase price and then NQ can bounce so quickly. Like we just got a 50-point bounce just now, just like that.
Yeah, just like that,
Yeah.
out of nothing. So it is a little bit difficult. Although, let's try to build up a narrative for the possible long trades. So here's a fair value gap. I like to use it as a possible support if it trades higher than this. So far, it is really acting up as resistance. So that means if we could trade above the 500 again, then I would be even targeting that first presentation gap up there. And that level is actually 578. So let me get this line off. So 578 would be a really good target for the longs, but we need to stay above 500. So
okay, it's trying. I see we're above 500 right now.
Yeah, and we need at least, like, we need this current candle if possible, or at least the next one to close higher than 500, and then we might have a chance to slowly get back up there, which would be like 70-ish, 70 something points. So yeah, why not? Let's get back up there.
It's trying. Do you know what's really interesting? The last 2 days during New York, we did not break the opposite side of the orb. So whatever side broke initially, we never went and broke the opposite side. And when I did like a 6-month back test, oh, look, it's going farther down.
It's going down, yeah.
When I did a 6-month back test, it was about, I want to say like 80% in the past 6 months that the 5-minute orb during New York, both sides will be broken. And the last 2 days, we didn't have it. And during Globex, we did not break the Globex orb. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, wow, that's like such bearishness. It's like from the get-go, everyone's like selling basically all day long.
Oh, yeah. That's not something you usually see. Oh, there's a sound, everybody.
It's a sweet, sweet sound. Everyone, drop what you're doing, as Tom says. Drop the dishes.
Drop the dishes. Leave the kids at the TV. Don't worry, they're fine. But log into the chat and just watch the form. Fill out the form and wait for your name. There's the form, everybody.
Yes, make sure you stick around. If your name is announced in chat as a winner, you do have to be present to win. And if you see your name, make sure you tag at MyFundedFutures prop firm to claim your prize. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Look at this, Tom. It looks like we went down to about 420. 419.
I really want to take a trade, but this is typically not the perfect environment to short this one because you never know when it's going to bounce. So in this particular scenario, I don't have a plan to short this one. The only thing I can do is obviously wait for some sort of a reversal confirmation or something that we can push back higher above the 500. I don't know. So guys, don't try to catch the falling knife because it kind of seems like right now that this is what is going to happen here. Right? It's going to be a falling knife scenario. Look at the hourly. It's like absolutely crazy what's happening on the hourly chart. And we got to zoom out a little bit further again to see what the heck is going on. Yeah.
We're down over 800 points now.
800 points now. Okay, well, on the 4-hour chart, usually I don't look at the zones on the 4-hour chart, but even if I look at the highest level of that, there is a demand zone, but that's down at 191. Now, I'm not saying we're dropping down there, but yeah, next level of liquidity is on the 4-hour, which is at 282. It seems like there's nothing in the way of NQ to go way further down. Nothing. So it can, as we said, it can teleport down 100 points easy anytime. Ugh. So because I know how it is. I was like, okay, this is like so oversold, especially if you're using indicators like stochastic or RSI, whatever, which is like, it's great, but it's not going to tell you if it's really oversold. It's like, it's so subjective also, like, to figure out when is it really oversold or overbought. So if you're relying on those type of oscillator type of indicators, then don't trust them, because on a trending market, those are not really trustworthy. Like, indicators are not bad. I'm not saying they're bad or something. They're actually good, but you gotta know when to use them. I'm just saying this because I know it's super tempting to jump into a buy, and that's gonna turn into a trying to catch the falling knife situation. And even if you want to try to buy this market, you need extra confirmations, and that's why I always say you need the structure. You need structure breaks, not with just a wick, but up close candles, displacements with fair value gaps. So you need multiple things to happen, not just, just because we swept 400, or I don't even know what was low here. Not exactly. But anyway, you know what I mean. If we sweep a level, it doesn't mean that we're jumping into a buy. But be careful, everybody. Sorry for the speech here, but it's a Friday,
It's good. It's such a great reminder. Thank you, Tom. We should wait for confirmation.
Yes, confirmation, definitely. And if we're talking about confirmations already, I'd like to start with fair value gaps. I do like it. A fair value gap can turn into a possible support in this case, because we're looking for bullish movements. As long as these fair value gaps are holding, for example, in this case, previously it rejected the price. Also, right now, this fair value gap is also rejecting. So it's kind of like a resistance area. It's good to sweep orders, but it's just fueling up the sellers to, with more fuel to go lower. But yeah, more orders being picked up, sending it lower. As long as we're not having up close candles above these levels, then it's a no bueno.
No bueno. Oh my gosh, take a look at crude.
What is happening on crude? Let's see. We got to check that. Oh,
it's up almost 3.5%.
It's really going higher. Wow. Does that mean I have to pay more fuel price, more for fuel? Maybe. Who knows?
It went down, and now it's going back up.
We definitely went higher than 80. And yeah, there's a gap here also on crude. The highest point of the gap is at 81.73. Yeah, crude can go higher. Maybe there's some headlines from Iran. Who knows? We'll check that too. But so far, nothing is going on. Interesting. Huh.
Yeah, it must be all of the bearish news in the Middle East with the bombings and everything.
Okay, so guys, we traded higher than this fair value gap. We have the next one. So we are kind of starting to build up some bullish structure here, which is good. We're back above the 500. Oh, I'm starting to like this. Okay, 578 could be a good one. I definitely like the 578 level up there, guys.
Oh, I like it.
A part of me really wants to jump in. I'm jumping into a buy position here with 1 micro.
Okay.
1 micro, my TP is going to be 570 to 75. That's good. It's only 1 micro. If you ask me why just 1 micro, I guess I'm going to have a good example, because I'm just afraid that this is going to pull back a little bit. If it pulls back down to, I don't know, 480 or something, I will add 1 more micro maybe, and that's it. So yeah, let's
go.
Let's just
go NQ.
Go NQ.
Just do it.
I'm just kind of hoping that in this case the narrative was like, let's lure in more sellers and let's squeeze everybody.
Oh, lure in more buyers and then squeeze.
In this case, sellers, everybody is starting to, everybody was in a sell, like, let's see this market dump all the way down, and let's just squeeze everybody a little bit higher. So
yeah, some people, they trade with that idea of who can get the most hurt in the market. If the majority of people are short, like right now, the majority of people are short from overnight, then who will get hurt the most? It will be the sellers. So they'll get squeezed.
Or in this case, some traders are saying it like, how can the market cause the most damage? So the most damage could be caused like squeezing everybody higher right now. Stops are being moved or trailed. Maybe there could be some stops around that, I don't know, 570 or 80 area or higher. So who knows
We
where is
shall
the most
see.
damage? How can we cause more damage? That's how the market is thinking.
Yeah. So as far as a break of structure, is that what's happening right now? Like the change of the pattern? Is that is that the way you interpret it?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going.
I actually missed my opportunity, but no problem for adding more to the trade. That's fine. I can actually go a little bit heavy if we get closer, like up to the 60s. Maybe I will turn this trade to a scalp trade, but who knows? So far, I'm comfortable with this. I'm moving. I think I'm going to move my stop a little bit closer. Because at this point, I don't really want to see this one go down. So I move my stop below this 1 minute candle here, because I just have a feeling if we go back below the 470s, it's might going to continue with the sell-off. So I don't want to be in that trade anymore. But we're so close to that first presentation gap, everybody. So
We're so close. We just need Donald Trump to go grab his phone and start tweeting something very positive to send the market up. Like all he has to say is, we're making progress on the peace talks.
oh yeah, that's
Market
it.
will just shoot up like 2%.
Oh yeah, it's just going higher and higher and higher, and who knows.
I'm anticipating that we will at some point go break the high of the orb, just because we've had 2 days in a row where it wasn't broken. So I do like this long right now.
Yeah, I'm actually at this point I'm quite confident that it should be going up to 578. So that's why my TP is at 72. If you ask me, I always repeat it because there might be, hopefully there will be more new people here in the chat. I like to get out earlier than the level, but so far looks good. So I always like to take earlier profits. So let's go, everybody. Almost there. Almost. Oh my gosh.
Almost there. Go.
Go. Just go. I want to go super heavy on this, Terry. If it pulls back one more time, I'm going to add to the position. How about that?
I love it. It's Friday.
It's Friday. We can go crazy, right?
Yes.
I love this. Pull back down a little bit. Not so much. Just a little. There you go. There you go. Adding to it 3 micros now, everybody.
Ooh.
We're playing hardball, everyone. Moving my stop closer. 3 micros into the trade. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Woo!
Made it. All right.
W's for Tom.
Well, I was just lucky there, but anyway, we made it. So and I just really hope that I can break the curse right now, because on Monday, Tuesday this week I got hammered by NQ, but now I beat NQ.
Yeah.
Finally.
Tom wins the round.
Finally, I do remember that movie. It was called, a Brad Pitt movie. It's called The Moneyball. I think that was the movie name. He was a basketball team coach, I think, and I do remember that sentence. He was saying, like, it doesn't matter who wins the championship. Nobody cares about who wins the championship. The only thing people care, who wins the last game. That's what everybody cares about. And like, okay, I just win on Friday, NQ, so there you go. So I won on Friday. So
That's all that matters.
Oh, not basketball, baseball. Sorry, baseball. My bad. Sorry, I wanted to say baseball, by the way, but my brain was, sometimes the words are just getting messed up in my Hungarian brain. Yeah.
Look at this. Wow. Look at this retracement. It has just flown off of those lows. We were just at about 420. Now we're at 600, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. So here's how the market is trying to cause more damage. And by the way, maybe it's a long shot or something, but how about that 700 level that we talked about at the open? What if the market, because if we're talking about the market's angle here, like, how can we do even more damage? Oh, let's squeeze everybody up to the 700s now,
Yeah.
because that kind of, I might even jump into another
I
trade.
like it.
No, I'm not gonna jump in, guys. That's a pinky promise. No more trades. I am super great green on NQ, and I want to win on the Friday. But you know what? If this would be the first moment for me to sit down to trade, I would be definitely tempted to jump into a buy and go for that 700. I have a feeling that the opening range high is gonna get taken out at 684. Like there's a really good 70% chance for it. So.
Yes, I love it. We are trading into that wick on the 5-minute chart of the 5-minute orb. So it's looking good.
Yeah,
That's
it
looking
is
good.
it's definitely looking good, doing good. But it might gonna need a bit of a more momentum. So some accumulation could be possible, which could be for like 5, 10, even 12, 30 minutes even, Market could be accumulating. Yesterday it did kind of like the same thing, but not really. But so don't be surprised on some accumulation here, but eventually, and it's just great that we talked about that. More damage is squeeze everybody up there.
Yeah. So the 15-minute orb, was it even broken? No, it hasn't been broken yet. So it'll be interesting what you're saying. If it gets squeezed on the buy side, then there could be potentially more room even above that level, the 5-minute orb level, which is 686. Towards your target, Tom, 700 maybe.
7. Yeah, my original TP on the first trade that I lost was 689.50 on the first trade that I lost. And guys, the FOMO is definitely real in my mind right now, but I'm not gonna jump in because I'm gonna behave today. So, but every single, I hear
it's
that.
Time.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Quack.
Let's start.
Quack.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good luck. Quack. $420. It's trying to get there. Evian it's trying to take the lead. Quack, quack.
It's
Rocky
happening.
Mountain Trade.
Let's go. Where's the back
Quack,
duck?
Quack, quack. Quack. Zeph side, I see you. Quack. Emma, you're a pink duck today. Seconds.
Oh my gosh, this is getting out of hand.
Kim Capital in the Duck Trump outfit.
Let's go.
Ashton 1 is coming out of nowhere. Will Ash 1 win? Woo!
Let's go, everyone. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Quack, quack.
Congratulations for the winners.
That's
how we do it. Oh my gosh.
That
Beautiful.
was fun. I like your duck.
Great.
I like your duck, Tom.
I found it by accident. We were walking around some shops and like, oh my gosh, look at that duck. We need to buy that. It was cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Last minute thoughts before we head out?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, everybody. It was a super fun day. I think we had really good talks. I'm really grateful for everybody, for you, Terry, for everybody at MyFundedTV. Positive vibes. And, look at the market. Seems like we're doing the damage up there at the 700. So I wish everybody a great weekend, recharge, That's all that matters. And we'll be back next week.
We'll be back. Thank you, everyone, for joining us all week. Please welcome Pine Tree Trader. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yo! What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? Good morning. What is up? What is up? Guys, dangerous market today. Dangerous. Very dangerous. What's going on, David? Balaji. I see Vanessa. What's up? Jog in the house. Matt Evans. SVJ. Boy, I can't speak. Took that long? No, I did not. I am in slamming around the NASDAQ a little bit. Very, very dangerous here. Piero in the house. What's going on? G Peralta, ICT. What's going on? Good morning. How's everyone else doing? How you guys doing this morning? How are you guys faring in this volatility? Goku in the house. Trevor, what is going on? Mathematica. Yes, so thank you, Tom and Terry. Another great segment. Appreciate that. We are just ripping to the upside now. So much FOMO. So much FOMO. Guys, this can be a very expensive day. You got to be careful. This can make your credit card scream if you're not careful. So just be aware of that. These are the days that the props win. So Jeff Smith in the house, what's going on? Yeah. So we are ripping to the upside now, kind of printing a little bit of V bottom, still down 1.6% or 1.7%, almost 500 points in the NASDAQ. So you got to pay attention to that. I'm going to look for a little something for a trade. Try to hop in. At this point, I almost want to just hop in along. See if we can rip to the upside. Maybe get a pullback back down into the 80s here. I mean, this is in grids of 50. His grids of 20 points. When I trade, I like to usually have it in 10s like that, but very, very wide stops here. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Coop, what's going on? What's going on, man? Yes, Emma says smash that like. All right, like I said, a little FOMO here. I did take some longs to start this pro, but looking to get it passed today. If I can. What's up, Dino? You'll win today? I hope so. You guys need some accounts today, I know. I could use some accounts as well. NQ's on steroids. ES is walking. I don't know about that. Not in my opinion. I mean, it's always a little more tame. That's for sure. What's YM doing here? YM just ripping here. I mean, I feel like YM takes out the overnight high, maybe. We try a YM trade. We get tagged in. If it takes out the overnight high. Long YM. Kind of breaking a little bit of a bull flag too. You can see trying to break here. I'd like to see a nice close above it, but could be getting a little pullback here on NASDAQ. Watching NASDAQ too. So tough here too. You can see my position here with long YM. So days like today can be very, very tough. You know, you just want to just go with the momentum and go with the trend. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold off on the NASDAQ for now and just watch YM. See if YM can take out that overnight high. You about a 70 pointer. Keep going, YM. Let's go. Come on. Let's not top it out here. A little bull flag break here. I mean, I'd like to place a stop rate here, I guess. I mean, that would be max pain here. Probably not the greatest spot for a stop. More or less, that's probably a good spot to buy. But for the stream here, we're going to try to take the breakout. NASDAQ's still ripping here, which is good. ES is still ripping. $28,800 in NASDAQ now. There's 15 points on YM, which is just a blip. Gonna look for that high here. There's 20 points, YM. Keep going. NASDAQ a long ways from the overnight high at 220s, but can it get there? Absolutely. You can get there in a hurry too. So will it get there? I don't know. Don't know if I'll get there. I mean, the market is super bearish. Did we have any headlines that came out on that bounce, or is it just a little relief bounce? Because that's the thing. I feel like this market is completely news driven, and so any bounce or move that's kind of like that's against trend, in my opinion, that doesn't have news behind it, is probably short-lived. But I mean, who knows? I don't know. What happened to Tradeovate? I don't know. I'm on Tradeovate right now. I'll answer you. It's fine. I'm trading on Tradeovate on MyFundedFutures right now on a pro account. So it's probably on your end. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes the train will just run you over as well. Oh, yeah. For sure. Tradeovate's fine for you? Yeah, me too. It's working. It could be anything. Could be internet connection. Nice trade going on here. Oh, not working with TradingView. Okay, well, this might be different. Sometimes you got to watch the train pass and catch the next. That's for sure. All right, trade's working here. I can feel like I can breathe and relax a little bit when I'm trading YM, especially on a volatile day like today. You can still make some good money with YM. NASDAQ. You can be right about the direction and still rip your face off. You can also be wrong about the direction and win. So okay, so it says not all users got affected by the outage. It's like half people affected globally. Okay, there is a bit of an outage. Okay, it's working for me. Hopefully it continues to work. I had a power outage yesterday. I had a big storm moved in. I didn't know if I was going to be able to stream today, but thankfully my power came back on about 10 p.m. last night, so we're good to go. But I lost it half the day yesterday. It was funny. I just passed 2 accounts. Thankfully, I just got out of the trade and this gust of wind came up, a little micro burst, and took out the power for my whole town. All right. Go, YM. Stops at break even. No sense of risking any risking this to be a losing trade. Go take out that high. $52,760s now. Get up there. Amazon's pushing. Yeah, we got a bunch of earnings coming out next week too. That should be interesting. Hope MF makes it right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about this outage, but yeah, I'm sure if it's a global outage, I feel confident that they'll make everything right for sure. If it's more than, if it's if it's just like a few people, then probably not, right? But if it's definitely an outage, then I'm sure things will get taken care of. Let's go. Let's push it. What's up, Tris? Yeah, a little YM trade this morning. Volatility is a little bit wild with the NASDAQ, so. So trying a little YM trade here. Boom, TP smack there. 70 points. W's in the chat. Pine Tree's in the chat. Let's go. 70 pointer on a YM. I mean, let's go. Let's get fired up here. It's Friday. $70-point banger. Let's go. All right. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. What's NASDAQ up to? I'm hesitant to go back to NASDAQ. You know. All right. So up 21.98 now on this account today. I'm trying to get it past one day using the volatility of the market. Don't ever really recommend doing that unless you get the money to do it, right? Just stay patient and see what can present itself. Look at this. This is the first kind of down candle in a while. YM just took out that high. I'm going to try a short here. Micros. Jeez. There's 10 points without even blinking. There's 20 points. There it goes. I'm taking off one there. Boy, this is moving quick. I gotta get my brackets on here. That was 20 points in like a second. Stops at break even here. Let's see if it rolls over a bit. I don't know. Yeah, it stopped out. Jeez. Guys, that just shows you the volatility of this market. I mean, basically, I just hopped in because that was the first down candle on a 2-minute chart. You can see right through here. I mean, I don't have red and green on here, but the gray is obviously a red candle. But that was the very first one, so I just hopped in for a little scalp. 15, 20 points there. I mean, it is just. I mean, how you guys, like I said, how you guys doing today? Has anyone lost any accounts this morning? Are you guys, if you have, don't feel bad. I mean, it's really tough to adjust. You go from like trading overnight. Look at the size of these candles. And then you start trading this volatility. It can be really tough, and especially tough when you've been downtrending essentially from what, 2 London opens ago, and you've been in a downtrend, and then all of a sudden the market just wants to make max pain and start going up. It's very, very, very tough to adjust sometimes when you're used to shorting and making money down through here, and then all of a sudden you got to flip your brain and say, you know what, maybe the shorts are done for a minute, and start looking for longs. So don't feel bad if you lost an account. Really, honestly, it's part of the journey. It's part of the game. We don't want to lose accounts. Of course, we don't want to lose accounts, but we got to keep in mind that a lot of these accounts are very, very small. I'm trying to make 2R to pass this account today. 2R. There's a max drawdown of $2,000, and I'm trying to make 4,000 to get it passed. That's not exactly easy, but I know I can do it. I just have to stay patient and do it. So, and just stay patient and take proper setups and try not to click buttons. So, just watching today. Hand on the mouse. No, not a bad idea to sit on your hands a little bit. So just caught a 70 pointer. Caught another 15, 20 pointer on NASDAQ. It looks like we're gonna keep ripping higher here. So a little temporary pullback, little bull flag. So nice little bull flag there. No trades today. Nothing wrong with that. So we got some forms in the chat, guys. If you guys want to fill those out, MyFundedFutures just put a form in the chat. The word to use is green. Dollar bills, y'all. Come on. Let's go. I love those sound effects. Good luck, good luck. Yes, people need accounts today. I know people need accounts. I have a feeling. Guys, if you guys are buying any accounts, make sure you're using code YouTube. We really appreciate the support. Take advantage of those the sales going on. You got the 50% off. The 25K builders, pretty cool. Pass in one day. If you like that, it is possible to pass those accounts in one day. Especially in a market like this where it's end of day drawdown. Not to say I'm not telling anyone to do that. Just a disclaimer there. But not a bad day to pass one if you got some funds. All right, 28,850s here. So scary to try to long this, but I'd love to see some sort of reversal pattern. Although we're not really getting it. You see the shorts got trapped there on that 5-minute Harami. I feel like a 50 tick stop loss is just way too small. So really got to widen out the stops, maybe probably size down, widen the stops out, and then just, you see a setup, I'm just going to let it rip. No combo trades this morning either, by the way. No inside bars on the 5-minute chart, which is a rare thing. So no inside bars. So you best believe if I see an inside bar on the 5-minute, I'm probably going to take it, unless it's like top of the hour or something. So if we do put it in an inside 5-minute candle, I'm going to be taking it. But just ripping to the upside here. We do have that high up there at 29,220. So that's the day's high. What you see, YM's taking out its day's high. And you have ES still a long ways from taking out its high. But YM's already finished its job. So interesting there. What YM wants to do. You can see kind of YM wanting to peel back here. Below our exit 790s, it did pop above, but it's already starting to roll back over here. So we'll see if we end up with a trend day. YM's actually was green for a second. It's only down 12 points. And where NASDAQ's down almost 370 points. So you can see where the money is selling off from, and it's tech, big tech. And we do have some big tech earnings next week. So pay attention to that. We have Google, we have Meta. There's a bunch of earnings. So Mango Chan, Samari Bassnet, Adam, Adiva, Tiz Dez 6-7. Congrats, winners. Let's go. You're gonna change your name to Adam? I know, isn't it funny how some people do win a lot, but they do it on my own stream too. Sometimes I'll have multiple winners, or same person wins multiple times occasionally, and it's completely random. So, and when I do races and sometimes I'll do member only races, and then I have members that will win more than once too. It's kind of funny. All right, bull flag here. Let's just try another one here for the stream, just a micro. If we can get up to those at 900. Another bull flag. You can see it right here. I'll just move this. I'll move this bull flag line to this bull flag line. I've seen days like this on the 2-minute chart. I'm gonna just keep this just as one micro trade here, because I don't really want to risk too much on this. I'm not super confident in it. I'd like to keep a stop right here. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna move my stop right here. Trying to break out a little bull flag again. So I've seen it where you get a trend day and then you just get, whether it's a bullish trend day or a bearish trend day, and you'll just get bull flag after bull flag after bull flag, or bear flag after bear flag after bear flag, and it's just over and over and over and over again. And you can just take every single one and have it be a winner. So, but it's, to me, like I said, it's a little bit tricky market where obviously we're getting a relief bounce right now off the lows, but you know, we've just been so bearish, and it makes you wonder, like, is this relief bounce gonna fail eventually, and then we roll back over down through those lows, you know? But we're already, man, what are we up? 400 points off the lows. Unbelievable. Anyone catch the bottom? Do I have any big money traders in here that just got a pro account right now up to like 40 grand? Just caught the low. Is there any big money traders up in here? The big swingers. All right, we're trying to break that bull flag here. Let's see if we can test that 900. Someday SVJ, yeah, for sure. All right, there's 10 points. You can't even brag about 10 points today. I mean, come on. I mean, 10-point scalps on NASDAQ all day makes you money. You can get payouts all day long getting 10-point scalps with the one mini for sure. But I mean, like 10 points is just like back and forth, back and forth. Very, very tough, I would say, to scalp 10 points and then keeping a stop loss. Like, let's just say you kept a stop loss of 10 points or maybe 20 even. Very, very tough to scalp the old 10 points right now. All right, there's 20 points. That's not bad. Little negative R&R trade here. Rejecting at 80s. Yeah. Rejecting that up there. Was looking pretty good. I'm not going to let this slip too much. Moving my stop just below that candle. I have no reason to look for 900s. No reason. Not that it's like a level that it's just a big psych level. Really wishing I would just took 20 points now. But we'll see. Stop just below that candle's low. Got a few more minutes before my segment's over. Yeah, it looks like it's hopefully what we don't get is just a big choppy mess, which it's been doing. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but during the lunchtime in the last month or so, so when you start getting more towards the lunchtime hours, around noontime, 1 o'clock, it really starts to get choppy, guys. And if you're down money, one of the last things you want to do is start trying to trade that chop, unless you're a chop trader that looks for little ranges and stuff and trades the chop. But very tough. You get snapped back and forth. All right, stopped out on that little micro there. I just tried it. I mean, it went up 20 points. I was looking for whatever. I don't know. I was just trying it. Little bear bull flag break, but still up 2,100 today. Like I said, I'm going to try to pass this account today with this volatility. I got some work to do for sure. It'll be a little bit difficult. I still like the... We do have a combo trade here. I still like the upside here. But the trick to today is that you got to have those wide stops. So to try to size accordingly is a little bit tricky. But just be aware of that, guys. Be careful. It is Friday. You don't want to go in without that bad feeling going into the weekend that, you know, you just lost all your accounts and you don't have any more money from new accounts. You don't want to have that feeling. So just be careful with that. And ooh, here we go. 28,840s here. Might try another bounce. One more time. One more time. Excuse me. All right, we got top of the bottom of the hour. Sorry, bottom of the hour here in 1 minute. We got Mr. Zink on after me in 1 minute, guys. So should be fun. He's going to talk about the initial balances and all the stuff that he's been finding. He likes to trade those probabilities and use numbers and percentages and all that good stuff, which is pretty awesome because at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. So we're very excited to listen in to Mr. Zink, guys. So don't go anywhere. And I want to thank everyone for joining me all week long. It's been a great week. I can't wait to come back next week and crush it. Probably some more roundtables next week as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. But guys, like I said, it's Friday. Market is moving for sure. So be careful. And you're green. Let's lock it up, man. Let's lock it up. All right, guys. Let's give it up for Mr. Zink. And I'll see you guys next week. All right. Peace.
All right. let's see why the market is so cracked out right now. I don't have any news for this. I don't have any data behind the size of the move that we're seeing right now. Crazy enough. Thank you guys for having me on another Friday. Happy to be here. We have moved in total from the open to the low, back up to the high. We had a 300-point drop, and we're looking at a 600-point reversal right now. Now, the reason that I'm anticipating upside, not only because of the IB, but we also have our beloved previous day and London gap. So I've talked about this a handful of times on the segment. You guys may have seen it, you may have not. This continuation that we're looking at, the overall move to the upside, is based off the gap that we made from yesterday's low to today's pre-market high. So our gap that we need to go and fill is this gray box right here. The reason that we need to have a continuation up to that level is because there's a significant amount of unfilled orders, orders that have not gone through, orders that were missed overnight that need to go and get filled. When we have these gaps, they have about a 92% chance of filling. The downside here is they only pop up maybe once a month if we're lucky. So the overall continuation would be up to 28,885. That's our high. I think that we do get a fill of that gap probably on Monday, but for right now, probably not going to have too much of a continuation after the IB breaks. I do think that the IB will go and break the high. I think it'll have a really nice continuation up to the high. Ultimately, though, it's based on how volatile are we going to continue being for the rest of the day. Now, we've already, as I just stated, we've already had a 800-point total move today, right? So the likelihood of us, there's our 25 in the IB. I'm not trading this, by the way, today. I may take some skeptical trades with even one micro is too big at the moment. So we have a 3.25% range on the IB. If you guys don't know, the IB, based on the 25, IB 50, we can have continuations on that. That's typically where I like to enter my trades, but with the size of this, the volatility today, it doesn't really make sense. What's going on? Good morning. Still forget it's morning. This has only been an hour into market open today, by the way, everyone. So crazy enough, we've only had an hour of the market being open right now. That's it. Gold is sitting at, I'll take a look at it for you right now. Yes, absolutely. Gold is knocking at 4,000. Those 366 level is 4,000 in gold. It's having a little difficulty getting through that level. I think it should continue. Just got an IB25 bounce on M and Q. We have very good stats to go and take the high, especially with where we closed on the IB for today. Can't believe that we're still down 1.4% as well. Take IB25 today, boss? No, not today, not from me. Even the IB25, it's too large. We're looking at, from the IB25 to the IB high, it's 120 points, so 240. The reason I'm not taking it at the IB25 is because if we do target the upside, we have to incorporate the flip as well. So the risk on the flip. If this trade loses, let's say, and then we target up to the IB high or IB low, if it hits IB75, if the trade loses, we have to incorporate enough room for the flip, which is flipping the position at IB75 to target the downside. So your total risk on this trade, if you went in long, which is still, it's probably going to work, not discounting that. What is going on with my TradingView? Has been having issues with me all day. I have no idea what the issue with TradingView and Tradeovate have been having a lot of difficulty today. So this would be the trade right there. So if you went long off the 25, your stop's at IB75, and then if the flip is also incorporated, if the stop loss hits at the flip, that's your secondary position right there. So you need to have enough room for all of those to go and hit stop loss if you were to take that trade. That's what I'm getting at. It's not something that I want to do. Making a really nice run for the high now, though. I like it. Does the IB work in DAX during... IB works for every ticker, yes. So if you want to go and trade it on the German index, go for it, by all means. I do like MGC, too. I like longs up to that high on gold. 6 points off right now. Any more questions for anyone in chat? If you have any, throw them my way. Anything on the IB? We got 430 of you watching right now. Any duck race in a while? Let's see if the IB wants to go and hit the flip. So the overall trade on the IB, we did just hit the IB 25. It's looking like it's probably going to go right to the high now, of course. The overall trade is entering between the 50 and the 25, these two levels. When you enter between there, you need to assign enough room for the stop loss to hit at IB 75. The stop loss remains constant at the IB 75, just so everyone knows. The stop loss does not move from that level. So if I go long at the IB 50, my stop loss remains constant at the IB 75. If I go long from IB 25, my stop loss remains constant at the IB 75. The profit factor over the long run is the same. It's the same exact profit factor with entries between 25 and 50 over the long run. Now, weeks of increased volatility like we're getting right now, this profit factor is going to be inherently lower because you're getting an entry at IB 25 for today, for instance. You're getting an entry at IB 25, 695 all the way down to 689 is your stop loss. So you have a crazy large stop loss on a day like this. It's not really feasible for you to have a sizable trade, like two micros even. You're risking from the IB 25 all the way down to IB 75, you're risking about $480 on one micro. So it's not feasible for you to go and take that trade. Here comes IB high, by the way. Almost there for anyone that is in this position. Congratulations. This is a 120-point move in 3 minutes. Barely rejected the high. Barely missed the high. I should be coming right now, though. Unless this ends up being one of those days where we missed the high by a couple of points and then reverse all the way back down. That would be dirty. I'll teach my bear friend personally this weekend. Would it not be better to trade something less volatile? The flips are hard. If you can find something else to trade, go for it. But you only have so much to trade in this market. We have MES and MNQ, but they're both just as volatile right now. So there's no benefit to trading the upside or downside on either of them. Like the volatility is constant over both of them. Here comes IB high. There it is. IB high taken. Full TP hit. That was a perfect IB 25 entry. W's in the chat for the concept. If anyone took longs there, I did not because the risk was simply too high for me. I do like, however, I really like gold longs because it's at 4,000 right now. Anytime gold's below 4,000, I think Leo talks about this a little bit on his segment. Anytime gold's below 4,000, it's an automatic long. Getting to climb back up right now. It's just taking a sweet old time. SPY also broke the IBI, yes. Oops, never mind. Sorry. I was incorrect. I had it marked out incorrect on MES. We have not taken the IB high quite yet. QQQ did. So SPY should also go and run up to the IB high. SPY has about a, I think it's like a 90% flat chance that it goes and takes the high. It's pretty in line with being almost 95%. So once one of the assets goes and takes the high, the other one has a very, very high chance of going to do the same. What I did this morning, yes, sure, I'll go over that. What I did this morning was I went long, so I was telling teammate about this. I went long off this reversal. If we go and pull up SPY took a new IB high at 9:45. So I'm going to go back over the 5-minute on M&Q here. You can see at 9:45, we were just now reversing on Qs. So what I did was I went long and added into the position targeting a new IB high being made because of the strength that we have off the reversal. Now, I don't typically do a position this aggressive or take a position this aggressive, but this reversal lines up with all of the V shapes we've had in the past 2 weeks. So we had a V shape today, obviously. Yesterday morning, we also had another V shape. Thursday or Wednesday, another V shape. Went down, came right back up 50%. Tuesday, another V shape. Monday, another V shape. Just this one would be an N more so. The lowercase n. Friday last week, another V shape. You guys were on stream for that when we got absolutely hosed by Trump tweeting. Shout out Trump. Another V shape Thursday, another V shape on Wednesday, July 8th. Yet again, another V shape Tuesday, July 7th. The last day that we did not have, and this one's arguably still a V shape. I gave this the benefit of the doubt because it was in the afternoon and the market was about to close before this made its full recovery. This was the last day, Monday, July 6th was the last day that we did not have an aggressive recovery back to the upside. All these weekdays, you guys can see the overall trend. Tuesday, June 30th was ultimately the last day that we had a continuation. We have had, for multiple weeks now, we've had nothing but V-shaped recoveries. Today is no different. We had a 400-point drop, 600 to 800-point pivot right back up. Just like how Abhishek irrigates farm, we provide liquidity to the markets. Yes. $15.50 up for the day. Done. Very nice. Great job. Make sure you actually do lock out, though. You are a visioneer for me. Praise. Nice. Abhishek said he only get on stream if we get him to stream Fortnite. I'll play Fortnite with him. We can get that run. We can get that running. I haven't played Fortnite since I was in high school, but we can try. You want Abhishek to do the live on Monday? We can get that done. The Dow Jones Index recovered all of its losses and ended the day with an upward trend. This is definitely, we're still down 1.2% on the day, so there's not like a crazy reversal. The price target that I have going into today is 702.21. Now we do have extension levels to target. We actually have a very high chance of going up to 0.4 today. I think that we've made too much of a move too quickly though, and we're kind of exhausted. So that extension level up to 0.4, that's if SPY also wants to go and break, which since SPY is still intact and QQQ is already done on the IB, we are no longer looking to take a long on SPY. that trade is done. We're not looking for a continuation there. We just want this to ideally go and break the IB, but it's not going to do it hastily. It's not going to aggressively take the IB high. It's going to take its sweet old time. One that I do like for a high or a long is gold to go and take the IB high. This one is puttering right at 4,000 right now. And anytime gold's below 4,000, that's pretty much an automatic long for me. Until 4,000 gets invalidated, I'm always going to be bullish at that level. Builder 25K plans now available at 50% off. Nice. $52.50 for 2 builders. Now keep in mind, guys, you can only have 1 active at a time. So don't go and buy a whole bunch and then try to copy trade all of them. Builder plans, they only have 1. You're visible in chat, Prash. I can see you. Yes, we do. There's a rule for us to not take a continuation trade or not take longs or target the upside when one of the assets breaks and the other one does not. And this, we've already had the TP hit on NQ. You could take another long on SPY, but there's no reason to because there's no additional draw on Qs. So you're just playing it on SPY. And SPY could, what happened earlier this week, it did break it on Thursday, but NQ did not, and then we ended up taking the low. And then the same exact thing earlier last week, right here, Monday, July 13th. Actually, earlier this week. What am I saying? Earlier this week, Monday, July 13th. Granted, it was a Trump candle that we had, so that was a little tricky. This should have taken the IB high, and then it ended up melting and didn't take the IB low until 12:30. So this was an all-day affair that was it took way too long. V-shape right here on Thursday, same exact thing. QQQ took the IB low. We wouldn't have been targeting the IB low for Qs or SPY because QQQ took the low and then ended up reversing and taking the high. And as I'm yabbering about this, it's probably going to go and take the high. Actually, 15. What are we talking for? 15 liters for an acre? What do you have him talking about in chat, Abhishek? 3K or 300K? Yeah, we'll have a duck race shortly, I'm sure. I will, I'll go chart out, and I like this on gold right now, but mainly because of 4,000. It would be a 1-to-1. Doesn't really have any reward on the table. Ideally, it would have been this trade right here. Still the IB trade as well. Keep that in mind. This would have been the ideal trade. Maybe moving the stop loss down here, but it should relatively quickly go and take the IB high. I don't think it's gonna take too long on moving that high. It's off by 3 points right now. 4 points. So it should go and run. We didn't get a tweet from Trump today, everyone. We didn't get a tweet from Trump. We had a good day. I'm saying that's a success. What are my fib settings? 25, 50, 75. I use the GAN box, however you want to pronounce it. So draw it on your screen, double click. I have the 0, the 25, 50, 75, and 100 active, and then no time levels. This is what the typical fib retracement looks like, and you can do the same thing with the fib if you wanted to. I would go into the fib, deactivate pretty much all of them, and then change this to 75 and 25. Oops. 225. There you go. And that gives you the same exact thing. Thank you so much. No problem. I prefer the Gone box because it doesn't have the slash through it like this does, the trend line, which you can get rid of, but then you have to go and alter every single different color that's on here. Gone box is just a little bit easier. So when you initially use the Gone box, I don't really care. I've always pronounced it as Gone, so it's going to stay Gone. It will look like this when you first activate it. Look pretty disgusting. So just double click on it, time levels, take those all off, and then only have the 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100. The 50% of any measure is incredibly significant, by the way. So what I'm going to do later today, and this is a play that I'm going to take this afternoon, I'm going to go over to Soxel. I'm going to look for a 50% retracement of previous week's range. We can move that out of the way slightly. Gone box. I'm going to mark out 50%. I'm going to be looking for this to head up all the way to 150 next week on Soxel. I need to figure out how I'm going to go about playing it, but that's going to be my target for next week. It's targeting up to 150. I might not have enough juice on the table to take calls on, so I might just have to forego taking that trade entirely, but I do like longs on it. And then again for SPY, we've already taken the IB high, so there's no reason for us to be waiting around on ES to take the IB high. Tradevate was down last night for live and prop. They had a system attack from their phishing. I've seen a lot of prop firms have some phishing issues recently. Tradevate was down this morning for me as well. I tried logging in and it gave me a session timeout error. And then it just took a ridiculously long time to actually go and fill. So I ended up closing it today. Shorts incoming, call me crazy. You're crazy. I've asked specific questions multiple times. Is also their update. Specific accounts frequently asked questions. I mean, there's not really much Tradevate can do. Oh, there's the giveaway chime, everyone. There's not really much that Tradevate can do about being down other than try to get everyone back as quickly as possible. Keyword is blue for the forms. Form is in the chat. Sad waiting for you to get your funds back. Ask support. There's nothing that they can do. That's a risk disclaimer that you guys need to sign on every time you trade on Tradevate. If you don't actually read so if you go on Tradevate and you don't read what the disclaimer is when you sign, it's required for everyone on Tradevate, by the way. It's not just, oh, some people get it, some people don't. It's a required thing. On Tradevate, you need to accept the fact that sometimes it's going to go down. There's velocity logic. There's issues outside of Tradevate's control in terms of trading on their platform. And there's nothing that they can do in terms of compensation for live accounts. Funded accounts are on the prop firm side, though. So if the prop firm has issues, that's on them. DXO's best. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone on the forum. High on the IB for gold is 4,008.9. I might have a little struggle getting through 4,000 against slightly below it right now. You're winning? Yes, that's the spirit. That's the correct attitude to have. You will win this giveaway. Positive reinforcement. I wasn't in a trade when Tradevate went down. Yeah, there's really not much you can do if they go down while you're in a trade. I've been there several times. I've actually lost 2 live accounts off of Tradevate going down. and nothing I can do about it. It's a risk that you accept when you go and trade. This should play out today. I think it might be too large of a range on SPY. It might kind of dilly-dally right here for a while, though. Because it's 10 points every dollar on SPY. So we're looking at a like 18-point break, almost 20 points back to the upside. I like the music. Traded with NinjaTrader, add Rhythmic account, set data provider as your Rhythmic. If that works better, sure. I've been using Webull for futures. Not a shout out for them by any means. That's just what I've used. They haven't had too many issues recently. I have had several issues with Tradeovate, but keep in mind, everyone, next week, if you want to go onto Google and find it yourself, you go to CME Group. Oops, if I can type it out, cmegroup.com/single stock futures. Single stock futures launch next week. Next week. The week after. July 27th. Single stock futures are out. So, I can only imagine the issues that Tradeovate's having with this increased demand from CME Group. There's going to be 77 new tickers. 55 new stocks added. You do have access to micros and minis. We are looking at the whole chart down here. Apple, ABBB, Adobe, AMD, Amazon, Avgo, Boeing Airlines, Caterpillar, Costco, Cisco, Google, Home Depot, IBM, Intel, the list goes on. 55 new tickers to trade. So, I believe it's too much of a new load. Exactly what Smoke Trade just said in chat. It's too much of a demand on Tradeovate to have this, because they're testing this in the back and they're not just going to launch this and then not have any idea whether it's going to work or not. They're definitely testing this on the back end. Can you turn the music down a little bit? Or is that on my end? We have the requirement to buy into a mini. Thank you very much. The requirement to buy into a mini is going to be about 40,000 across the board. So if you guys are familiar with trading options, it's a 100x whatever the share price is. That's going to be the same cost for these minis. And then it's 10x for the micros. They have not indicated whether this is going to have margin requirements on it yet. They've just stated that it's going to be 100 shares of underlying stock versus 10 shares for a micro. So if you want to trade single stock futures, for instance, Apple is going to be $33,000 for a requirement. It is pretty much everything else is the same as regular futures. So your requirement to get in, you're going to need an active futures account. Tickers are going to be all ending in V, I believe. So AAPV will be Apple, but for futures, for single stock futures, we'll see next Monday, the Monday after. If you have any other questions on here, I'm pretty excited to see single stock futures. They launched July 27th. You guys can go to cmegroup.com/SSF if you want to read into this at all. Very excited to see this next week. And or the week after. It's going to be pretty cool. This is why we don't trade one of the assets when the other one has already broken out, because this is taking way too long. There's no additional draw to the upside on Qs. So there's no reason for us to be anticipating a continued move to the upside on Qs. So we just have to kind of wait on this. Gold is almost at the IB high now. It's at 4,004 right now. Gold long is working out. Nice, nice. I need to explore more about CME futures. Yeah, CME, if you guys ever want to blame someone for something going down, CME Group is the one that runs the entire, they run the entire market. CME FedWatch, CME Group, they have final say on everything. I like to go and use CME FedWatch. This is probably one of the best tools to use if you trade longer term. This is the most accurate. It tells you for FOMC meetings, if anyone's into FOMC meetings and trading FOMC meetings even, this is the most accurate lead up to an FOMC. We have a 10% stat for a rate hike and a 90% stat for another pause on rates for next month. So this is July 29th. Sorry, 12 days from now. This is what runs the market. They have their hand in everything. So it's, if you want to blame Tradeovate, my voice cracks are crazy. My voice isn't cracking today, is it? Still going through puberty, sorry. Just kidding. I do have some pretty bad voice cracks. They don't go away. Almost at the gold IB high. Sorry about the dogs going nuts. Hope everyone was okay. Yeah, I'm having a great day today. I managed to capitalize on the longs long before the IB. Also, okay, you guys are gonna like this one. I found a new stat that's been very fun to play. It's been a little tricky, it's been a little difficult, but it's been fun to play nonetheless. This is going in with the 5-minute orb. So let me go into replay mode here. The 5-minute orb has a 70% stat to double break. For anyone that doesn't know what that means, your opening range. So if we go into the opening range high and low of that 5-minute candle, this range right here, I'm going to draw it in with a nice gray box. This range has a 70% stat of double breaking, meaning when you break one side of it, so if we, for today's instance, we broke to the downside, if I go into the replay mode, when you break to the downside, there is a 70% stat that you go back up and take the upside. Over the past week, we had two single breaks, sorry, not two no breaks, where this broke in one direction and then pivoted back. However, today, that was our double break. So the 5-minute opening range, 5-minute orb, has a 70% stat, and this is with, over the past 6 months, this is with 130 data points. Let me get the total number. I wrote it down on the side. Just a second. Just a second. Oh my gosh, look at that gold continuation. Look at that. 4,016 longs on gold anytime it's under 4,000. Automatic. What was I getting at? The orb. That's right. So 130, it's actually a little bit higher on ES as well. It's got a 75% stat because ES moves a little bit slower. Of the past 6 months of trading, there's been 123 trading days. 85 of those trading days have double broke, and only 39 of them have not. So for a day like this, where we go and double break against all odds, we have that reversal down, then we have a crazy pivot back up. If we go and replay a couple other data points here, there was no double break yesterday. It got very close. No double break on Wednesday. But for Monday, this is typically what you see on it. We had the 5-minute orb, moved down, broke the low, moved all the way back up, took the high, 720.91. And then we had a continuation. This was also an invalidation of the IB. This was more so because Kevin Warsh was speaking. Not really much that we could have done about that. And then if we go back over here, we also had a double break on Monday this week. We had a break to the downside, you look for a reversal, and then it's another significant target to go and look for because it's also the IB high. So if we have a continuation, let's say, and we're looking for IB low to hit, but we haven't double broke the double broke the 5-minute orb. If we close over 75% of the IB, that signals that we go and target the IB high. You can also add that double break on the orb, the 5-minute orb. We went 5 for 5 on it last week, and then this week it was two double breaks. Monday, Tuesday double broke. Wednesday, Thursday did not. Today it did. So over the past 2 weeks, 8 for 10. It's pretty good. And that lines up almost perfectly with what the 70% stat's telling us. I can't believe gold just had that explosive move up through. It was awesome. How did I end up doing today? Today ended up being on my futures, one of my largest profits I've had. I'll recap it later today. I have golf right after the stream today. I'm very excited. Then I go to the driving range so I don't suck on the course. What's going on, Lucky Mon? How you doing? Lucky Monday 7. What's going on? Gold is targeting the 4-hour fair value gap. This is a explosive move, but this is already hit on gold. We've already gone and taken the 0.2 extension, which is pretty much as far up as it's going to go today. That stat for 0.2 is 80%. And then for gold to go and hit, with the size of the range today, keep that in mind. For gold to go and hit 0.4 extension, it only has a 22% stat. So 1 out of 5 that it goes to that level. If this setup happens 10 times, 2 times it's going to go and hit 0.4. The other 8, it's not. So we're favored to kind of sit down where we are. Also, again, going back to why we don't take the trade on ES after QQQ is broken or vice versa. We don't take the trade on NQ after ES is broken. This is why. There's no additional draw to the upside. QQQ has already broken the high. So there's no reason for us to be anticipating another reversal or continuation up. Is the stream ending at 12:30 today? I don't believe so. I bet it goes until 1:30. You thought the stream ended just now? No, we're still live. That was, so we broke gold with a 20-point candle. $200 on 1 micro. $20,000 on 1 micro. 1 mini. If we capitalize on the entire move today, yes. On M and Q. If you've traded 1 mini for the whole move down and then the whole move back up, you would have made 20,000 with capitalizing on every move. But that is being a candlestick predator and trying to catch every single. Yes, there you go. From Magnus. Stream ends at 12:30 today, everyone. Matt and Ash are not going to be here today. Matt, however, will be back on Monday, I believe. And then Ash is back on Tuesday, back to regular streaming on Tuesday. For anyone that missed Ash, W's in the chat for his successful delivery on his child. Congratulations to him. Huge congratulations to him. What are we looking at here? Not too shabby. The Sisty was successful for Ash. Great times. Sure, it still is. So I would argue that this would probably, if you were going to take something today, remain bullish. These are the days I usually struggled the most, simply because we're still gap down 1.7% right now. It's difficult for us to say that we're bullish. Price action from New York Open, very much bullish. Yes, absolutely. It's difficult to say that we're bullish when we're down 1.7% on the day, though. So it's difficult to go in and try to validate more or further upside when we're still down this much. Can't believe I'm catching so beautiful trades for the past 2 months. That's how I was at the beginning of the year, and now the IB's not been doing too well. He's having a great time not knowing you. Huh? Ash? Let's see. Did that actually just tick where I put that order in? It did. We'll see if this ends up playing out. This is from the midpoint, 30-point trade on ES. What if the man is giving birth? I wasn't saying that Ash delivered his baby, but it is a couple thing. It's not like he just had the baby on his own. But still, just a huge congratulations to him. What a crazy day for price delivery. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't like continued upside, honestly, on really anything right now. I think that we've exhausted both sides of sellers and buyers. I think that for the most likely outcome today, we are probably just going to do this for the most part. I don't see us having a continuation up or down for the rest of the day because we've moved so much. So again, upside and downside included. If we go over and look at total move, so from open we went from 28,684, just about 28,7. We went down 300 points, and then we went all the way back up 500 points, and now we're back down another 200 points. Basically 300 points. 1,000-point move for the whole day. That alone should signal that we've probably exhausted both sides. Now, unless we get a tweet from Trump later today. Also, did you guys see, this is pretty funny. Trump Media, which is the owner of True Social, is launching a paid package where traders will have access to his tweets milliseconds before they go live. Let's do the duck race. I choose the duck race. Form a survey in chat. 2 more forms, 5 winners each, or 1 more duck race, 10 winners. Please, not the duck race. Yeah, I thought it was. I read that last night and Most of the stuff I've been reading this past week has been pretty funny. Like on Monday, the reason that we had the 280 point wick down, same thing that we did on Friday. If anyone was trading during this, at 10:24 on Monday, Trump said that any ship passing through the Strait of Hormuz will be taxed at 20% because the US is protecting it. So that's tax in goods, by the way, not in actual dollars, which, yes, that is as crazy as it sounds. If you were transporting 1,000 gallons of oil, congratulations, the US now claims 200 gallons of it. That's how crazy of a. Remember last week? Can we not? Can we not, Magnus? Trevor or Nate, you can go ahead and drop the fa. Yep, that would be it. Yeah, last Friday was I was done dirty. And the worst part about it was that we went and took the high immediately after. If you guys remember. You want to pick on zinc again today? Last week was epic. Yeah, it was bad. This was not good. We had a three days, by the way, 3 back-to-back days where Trump dropped a tweet from 10:24 to 10:36. Friday was 10:32. We had a 360 point wick down. I was in that trade, by the way. I got slipped for $600. Thank you. Monday, the very next trading session, Trump drops another tweet that says 20% tax on all physical goods going through the Strait of Hormuz. Another 260 point candle down. And then we went and took the IB high. And then yet again on Tuesday, we got another one at 10:36. 10:36 on Tuesday. It did go and take the IB high, thankfully. But this one was a 180 point wick, so it wasn't as aggressive as the other ones. It was half the size of the one that we took on Friday. I have been very unlucky with catching Trump tweets. But I mean, I always say that the longer you're exposed to the market, the more likely it is that you're going to get hit with something like that. So you're better off not being exposed or not being in positions overall. Your best scenario, your best thing to do for the market, for trading this volatile market, is de-risk, which is what I'm doing this past week. I'm only entering trades at the 50 of the IB. That way my risk reward is 1-to-1. Again, including the flip. Today's example, we have a long. If I go long off the IB 50, my stop loss on the initial trade, it's a 2-hour trade. Now, with the flip included, if the stop loss hits, that means we flip short and go and target the IB low based on stats, the statistics behind the trade. That turns the trade into a 1-to-1 risk reward overall. So if we lose on both of these trades, it's a 1R. If we win on the first trade, it's a 2R. So if we win on one trade on Monday, and then the following day loses, we're break even. So we can lose 2 days in a row with a 2R trade, and that evens out in the volatility for the current market. That's why I've sized down, well, not necessarily sized down, I've decreased where I'm entering on the trades to the 50. I'm not entering at the 25 for this week just because of the volatility. And this is a good example right now in this 5-minute candle. This is a 100-point 5-minute candle. From wick to wick, 678 up to, well, sorry, not quite. Yeah, off by 18 points. Pretty close. So 82 point candle on the 5-minute. And this was probably going to proceed for the rest of the day. It looks small because the overall move that we made is so massive. And we're still down $11 on the day, which is the funniest part to me. What's going on, Husk? Good morning. Good morning, Myth. How you doing? IB, yes, IB high already got taken. So we're no longer targeting upside on Qs. There's no reason for us to push up on Qs. And on the downside for SPY, since QQQ no longer has a reason to push up, it's now a battle between SPY and Qs. Which does SPY want to go up or does QQQ want to go down? If QQQ goes down because there's no additional draw to the upside, that's going to drag SPY down with it, which is fighting to go up to the IB high. That's the difficulty that we have right now. But this would, so the overall trade for SPY, disregarding QQQ breaking, would be this. Right there. There you go. Poll is live. Duck Race is the leader. Duck Race won by 64%. 720. We bounced off. We have psych levels to look at too. We bounced off 28.7, 28.5, 28.6 all morning. I thought for sure we were going to get to 29,000 today. We were off by 100 points, but with the momentum that we had going up, I thought for sure we were going to go and hit 29. He said he knows he's losing. The best loser wins in trading. But IBM has been getting absolutely murdered. Been getting destroyed. It's down to 211 right now. I know it's still really up there in terms of what the overall price is. IBM's down significantly in the past week, though. We had a 25% drop on earnings alone. And that was because they said constraints on AI demand. And then the same thing with Netflix. Netflix had a pretty nasty Netflix drawings. Netflix had a pretty nasty tumble on earnings too because they lost single household users. Song that just came on, Nate and or Trevor, sounds exactly like Minecraft background music. It's crazy how music can make you remember stuff like that. I feel like I'm 12 years old playing Minecraft again right now. When it first came out, it was crazy. I like this one. Yeah, pretty nasty chop on Qs. And Duck is on steroids. Are we doing the Duck Race at the end of this segment, or is that going to be during Myth and Husk? Myth and Husk. On Husk and Myth. Gotcha. It'll be during Myth and Husk this time. Can do with you next week. Let's do a moose race next week. I do like the big wheels too. I think those are pretty exciting. Keyword is Musk. There you go. Musk. That's a good mix. Moose race next week. I would argue that's not what they sound like, but I've never seen or heard one in real life. So, and I live in Maine. It's pretty sad. Of all the time that I've spent in the woods, I've never seen a moose. That's his mating call. just heard Myth laugh in the background. We do have 5 minutes left in the segment, everyone. Best thing that I can do about today is nothing. I've made my profit this morning, capitalized on the kind of chase that QQQ did to catch up to SPY. And now, funny enough, QQQ left SPY behind. So SPY had more strength. QQQ got stuck for a little bit right at open, the first 15 minutes, and then carried all the way back up, tagged along, and now it left SPY behind. That sounds like an elk, not a moose. I agree, D-Hall. Did I miss the duck race? No. It is an elk. There you go. It's not a moose. Maybe I have heard a moose before. Moose sounds weren't as clear for the stream, unfortunately. Yeah, they make a really subtle, like, murr. Here's what we can do, Magnus. I'll record one. I'll send it over to you, and then you can use that for the following streams. That will work. Or better yet, I'll have my neighbor do it, who says he's seen hundreds in his lifetime. He used to walk right through our yard. I haven't seen one, but he's firm on. I've seen a whole bunch of skunks. I got woken up at like 3 a.m. the other morning because one sprayed one of our ducks. And I can still get a whiff. Just saying that I can get a whiff of it. It's disgusting. I hate skunks. I thought elk and moose were one. No. Elk is a Colorado, Montana thing. Moose is interchangeable there. Next week, Mr. Zink picks winners from chat. It would be fun. Yeah, no bias at all there. The guy that was just hating on me for my voice crack, he may or may not get an account or a giveaway winner there. Send the sounds over. I got you next week, Nate. I'll record one over the weekend. And you guys can play it on stream. Long off the 50, IB 50 for SPY may work into the afternoon. This is probably going to tail a lot further up on Qs if it does continue to bounce, though. Zinc looks like a magnesium. I take zinc and magnesium every night, actually. Joke's on you, He-Man. Joke's on you. My ideas are too extreme. It's okay, Gibby. Gibby from iCarly. No, my baseball players make fun of me for it too. I've had a voice crack for as long as I can remember. I've also had gray hair since I was like 8 years old. I never get ID'd anymore. I'm only 26, but I have silver right here, right in the side of my head. If anyone watches Invincible, that's what I look like. I look like Mark's dad. All right, guys, thanks for sitting around and watching the volatile market with me. The IB did play out really well off the 25, pretty much right as the segment started. We had a 5-minute trade there. Not that I got in, but 5-minute model. And then the one that did capitalize on, MGC, this one was really good. Nice continuation break there. That will do it for me today. Next up, we got Husk and Methodical Man. Have a great rest of your Friday.
yay, yay.
What's up,
Here we
guys?
are. What up,
Hopefully
Husk?
everybody had an awesome Friday.
How's everybody doing today? Can you hear me there, Husk?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for a long off here.
Looking for a long? All right, let's think about it.
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Oh, Husk pressing the button over there.
Yeah.
Break up the VWAP.
You broke the VWAP.
No close.
I don't know if this is going to be a fake out. We've been kind of stuck in this little consolidation box. I may just leave it as a break-even trade here.
I don't hate it. I think if the ES, we kind of talk about that 75.33 all morning. If ES pops that 33 here, you're going to see fireworks. But if it doesn't, maybe it goes back down. So,
Yeah, it looks
how
like
was your trading this morning?
pretty good, pretty good. We didn't really take much evals. We just took the one big funded trade for like 200 points on the fundeds today. I was a little worried that I was wondering if I made too much money on that account, just because I didn't know if I broke the consistency rule, because we made $500 this morning on that move up this morning. We took the ES levels that we talked about before we started streaming of the failed breakout or failed breakdown of that 82 level. I saw it did it twice, so I didn't take it the first time that you took it. And I was like, all right, let's make sure that we're going to retest the 82. And I waited for the retest, and it literally broke, it failed the 82 again. I'm like, well, crap, maybe we're going down today. Then it recovered the 82. Then once it wicked back into 82, the sparks were flying. So I'm like, okay.
Husk and I, we had a conversation pre-market, and what did we say? We're looking for longs. We're looking for longs.
Ooh, all right, break-even trade. Got stopped out on the runner there.
That's kind of a wild wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking we Judas up at open, looking for a little bit of a move down, run that 4-hour wick that we had down there. It did it, and then we got the longs. Husk, I got an idea. Tell me what you think. Guys in the chat, tell me what you think about this. Next week, I think Husk and I, during the stream, should do a desk pop. Anybody know what a desk pop is?
No idea. I've never even heard of that.
You don't know what a desk pop is? Come on, you've heard of that.
You said a desk pop, like P-O-P pop.
P-O-P, a desk pop.
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I have no idea. I'm so out of the...
Ryan gets it. Ryan gets it. Cameron gets it. Let's go.
Oh, this thing come back to stop me out to rip up. Come on.
No, it's from the other guys. You never seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen the other guys. I guess I don't remember that part.
So it's when Mark Wahlberg convinces Will Ferrell to fire his gun in the air at his desk. A desk pop. He's like, "Come on, man, you gotta get your first desk pop in."
Oh goodness.
See, that's what we got to do. Let's get a desk pop going.
Yeah, guys, we're only like 8 likes away from 300, so we may be trying to shoot for that 850 today. If you guys don't mind helping us.
I said, I'm not into getting a new roof.
No, I already had to pay for a new roof last year. We don't want to do that again.
I just got this roof. Can't do it again.
We had to pay for 2 roofs over the last 2 years.
Why are we paying for 2 roofs?
2 houses.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no more paying for roofs. I hope we're good for 20 years.
20 years. Get her done. Get her done.
Don't know if this is going to be another fake out, guys. I hate that we had to have that little wick back down like that. I thought these pretty much all these wicks sitting there at the 40s, the 50s would kind of save us, but it may just be a fake out outside the Sabo box for us just to dump back down. So just kind of wait and be patient.
Guys, we're only 3 likes away from 300. 3 likes away.
Also want to go ahead.
I was just going to say, at this point, those are rookie numbers. We got to get to 350.
350. So I just want to make you guys aware what I'm doing whenever you see me going with 3 contracts. We're looking for a quick 10 points. This way it'll allow us to have a 20-point drawdown for a break-even trade. So that's how most of my entries look. And then we can target the bigger move or a high or a low of the previous hourly or the previous highs or lows. So that's kind of what we're doing when we enter these trades. Just that quick 10-point pop. as Methodical says.
Look at that
Pop.
rip lower there. A little bit of, I mean, I don't know what that was. A little blip on the radar. Was that? I mean, it was like I guess that was a 75-point candle. Holy cow. It doesn't look like it, right?
Yeah.
That rip back down was a 75-point candle. Really doesn't look that way. But I was green today on my trading, guys. We're small red on 3 of the funded accounts, $100. Really disappointed in myself overnight on how I managed one of my trades. I shook myself out of the trade. I held it for more than 40 minutes, shook myself out, and then it went my direction. Took a loss on it. Did recover most of the loss, but walking away, small red on that account. Again, keep the red day small, the green days large. That's the key. And then we're killing it on all these other accounts. We're killing it. So
just call it what it is, Methodical. Wet paper bags.
Wet paper hands. That's all it was.
He had wet hands that went right through the paper bag, man. He couldn't do it.
Couldn't hold it.
Oh goodness.
So
I couldn't help it.
Nice, but overall, not a bad day. We're not going to complain.
This long is really trying to draw me in, dude.
I'm going to mark out the levels that we're kind of interested in on the ES here. This is the levels that we'll be looking at for now. So kind of your 67, your 82. 82 is not really going to be one I'll be taking. 67, 82, 33, followed by 40. Those will kind of be what we're looking for there. The ones we'll be watching. You can see we pushed up to that 40 area already once today. You can kind of get above there. And then 75 is the next, 55 and 75.
This is so annoying. We had such a good entry too.
It's fine, Hush. You just got to press the button again. That's it. That's all you got to do.
You know how I am about chasing the second move. I feel like that we had that first move there above that consolidation out of that box, and man, I just cannot chase that twice. Not that close together. Usually, whenever I chase that, I get burned. So that's why we just like,
Well,
so we're just
ES did bounce off that. It bounced off the VWAP there in the 75.11. So kind of glued to the VWAP right there on the ES for now. We are up. This is day one on the pro account. I did buy a new pro account last night, and we're up $815 on that right now. So not going to do anything too crazy on it to give any profits back. But yeah, absolutely smashing the market today. Reading it very well. We took a 200-point trade last night, a 100-point trade today, earlier this morning on the stream. So killing it. Just kind of paper-handed that one ES trade that I took last night. I'll show you guys where it was. If we kind of scroll back over here to that 33 level. So we were looking for this 33 level overnight to get tagged. And I mismanaged it, basically. I was looking for it to close below it and recover it. And instead of waiting on that, I took the long here. So you can see I end up taking 7.5 points of drawdown. And then I stopped myself out right here. Because we pushed up. The next push through would be the actual entry. And so I stopped myself out here, and you see what happens. So mismanagement just cost me on that trade, unfortunately. But you know, I'm using it as a learning experience there. I'm not going to beat a dead horse about it, but cost myself a lot of money on a daily payout right there, probably north of $2,000. But use it as a learning experience. No damage done other than a little damage to my mental psyche. That's about it. So, and Huss does that to me every day anyway. He damages my mental psyche. He makes fun of me, you know, stuff like that. Also, we did have a 4-hour low at 910 overnight that we ended up hitting. We kind of rejected. We didn't quite push into the 900 there, but I do think that is a key reclaim on the NASDAQ. If NQ can get back above that 910, things could get interesting. So 33 on the ES, 910 on the NASDAQ. Those are kind of the levels we're watching.
I want to jump back in this, but I want it to pull back, man. I feel like I'm jumping in here. I'm chasing because I want to take this up to 29,079. I feel like we have a lot of room to go to the top side here. It's just, I just know if I jump in and chase this without a pullback down into like the 800s, you almost need to see a pullback into the teens or even the 90s.
Psychological damage is the worst. You ain't lying. But unfortunately, all I did was I went last night, I turned the shower on, hot water. I sat down and just let it run over the top of me. And I thought about Tom Sabo and I felt better. And here we are. I did make the decision not to trade those accounts today. So I didn't trade those accounts any further. I washed all my sins away in the bathtub there in the shower, asked Tom for forgiveness, and we're good to go. We're good to go. And he did text me this morning. He said going long 1 micro at 400. That's what he told me. At 408.25 on the NQ, he said, I'm going long 1 micro. And now we're here. What can you do?
All right.
What can you do?
Here.
I wonder if Tom's ears ever burn like during the day, or if his back hair tingles. So,
oh goodness,
I wonder if it does. What are you thinking there, Husk, as far as an entry?
I'm still looking for longs because I want to target the, like I said, 925 up to the shoot. That's a long ways up there, isn't it? 125 points. We got a big pivot on the 15 minutes up there. It's looking very green on the 5 minutes, but the 15 minutes is the issue here.
I don't know. I'm probably, I don't normally do this kind of trading where I'm waiting for a higher level to kind of recover. I normally would like the lower levels, but I really want to see ES kind of build structure above 30. NQ get above 910 before I want to take anything. Otherwise, I'd like to see a reasonable pullback.
You may get another 15 minutes down at the 54. I mean, what's crazy is this is a 90 point, almost a 90.5 minute candle. It doesn't look that big because you'd almost have to spread it out, really zoom it out to see how actually big this candle is. And that's why I'm always waiting on new candles, especially when the ATR is so high. Because a lot of times you cannot withstand 30, 40 to 60 point pullbacks, especially if you're on small 25K accounts, which is what I'm trading.
Yeah, we're at 11:45 a.m. and the ATR on the 2 minute is still at 50.
Yeah,
that is insane. Insane.
And we knew that was going to be the case. It's OPEC Friday, guys. Anytime OPEC Friday, it usually will run your weekend. The candles are so massive. You're getting massive wicks. So, I mean, if I got some advice for new traders, I would probably almost stay away from, like, if you have a funded account or a cash account, man, OPEC Friday will get you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, we talked about it a little bit this morning, right? But man, I smashed the New York session today, and I did not trade those funded accounts. But
the thing about it, if you miss those two moves, you know how it is, like you miss just because you just missed this, you sit there and watch, then it gets up to this junky price action and you're trying to find something. That's what gets you.
Yeah. Trying to fight your
thing here's another thing that if you go back and look at the rest of the week, guys, this has happened almost every day except one day this week. Anytime your 15-minute candle prints red or green, we go the opposite direction. So whatever that first 15-minute candle does is kind of like the manipulation candle. And usually the trend is back to the top side for that next hour or so.
Yeah, it's been a pretty tough week.
Yeah. So I kind of went back and looked at that, and I noticed that was happening all week. And it also kind of goes back to the one thing that Terry is doing on the 5 minutes. So what she's doing is she's looking the opposite of the 5 minute print. So this was the outside of that first 5 minute candle here. And so she would have had an entry sitting at 685. And as you can see, this thing went up how many points? 300 points, 250 points. If she took that today. I know that's something that she's been looking for lately.
What are you saying? She's fading the 5 minute print?
Right. She fades the 5 minute candle. So she waits for the first 5 minute to break. And then, you know, if it comes back, if it doesn't come back, oh, well, she doesn't take it. But if it does, she basically just puts the, 5 minutes up here at the break and the stop loss down at the bottom.
Okay. Kind of interesting.
She said it had a pretty good win percentage. I don't remember what she said. She went back and did some back testing on it, but I always usually forget about it. Because whenever I streamed with her a few weeks ago, I noticed that she was doing that and I asked her about it.
Guys, remember, we still got 50% off any of the Rapid Pro Builder accounts. 2 uses per user, code YouTube. Expires on the July 31st. Let's go. It only applies to the first month only, but remember, code YouTube for your very best deals on MyFundedFutures. So let's go.
What's crazy, man? That would have been like almost a 100-point trade. Like, it's insane. Would have, could have, but it wasn't. My Bear's like, my duck is locked in. He's over there getting his duck all psyched out.
He's over there staring down the other ducks.
Yeah. He's got him set up like old school Mike Tyson with a towel over him as his robe.
He's trying to convince other ducks to give him the account if they actually win and he doesn't.
Oh goodness.
So white chocolate. That's not Nate. Guys, he's an impersonator. He's pretending to be Nate, but he's not really. I'm wondering how he came up with that name though. White chocolate. We need a story. We need a story on that.
Well, maybe he was a fan of Jason Williams in basketball.
Could be. Or could it be Jason Williams?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Is he a part of the team? J-Dub's a part of the team? Probably not. Or maybe he just likes white chocolate. White chocolate is pretty good. Huss, do you like white chocolate?
I don't know. I can't recall doesn't it just taste like chocolate?
No, it's different.
I don't know then. I don't think I've ever gone on my way to buy white chocolate.
Do you like white chocolate or are you down with the brown? What is it?
We go with mostly the brown chocolate.
Let's go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, we got some quacks and some ducks. Forums dropping in the chat.
Getting you guys pumped up for the duck race. Heck yeah.
White Chocolate says, if he ever became an R&B singer, his dad said that would be his name. Nice. There's the forums in the chat, guys. Let's get in there.
Are you joining the duck race? I almost, I feel bad if my duck won, though.
Let me get in there. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Little trend line break here, potentially.
Dude, I'm trying to tell you, man, I want to jump in long gear, but I'm scared that this thing's going to go to the top and just yank back on me.
The thing is, like, you still need a 75-point stop here, right?
Yeah, it's massive.
Stop's got to be at 750s. Although you can get some massive moves here as well. Probably get 30, 40, 50 points pretty quick.
You cannot chase 5-minute candles on a day like today, guys. If you're trading 5 minutes, do not chase these things, even though it's very tempting, because that next candle could easily drop down 100 points in a blink of an eye, then come right back up.
Guys, we got a poll in the chat. Do you want a duck race or a brain rot race? We are missing one other option on that poll. However, I don't know that it's approved by corporate, so I can't suggest it.
Let's see. So far, the Ducks are in the lead with 53%. The Rots are gaining ground.
All right, House, let's see here. I'm considering, I know I said I was going to wait for the 910. I might stab one here. Well, the stop to break even at that swing and see if she can run. We'll see.
I'm hoping if we can kind of just stayed in this area for a little bit longer than the top of the hour, we get that pop. I'm hoping that's what we get here. I'm just going to try my best to be patient here.
Oh, guys, we got a bark. I don't know if you can hear it. We got a bark. We got a max signal. Does that mean it's going up? I'm in off the max signal.
200 people voted. Good God, man, guys, participation. Here you go. 200
I'm
votes.
in off the max signal, guys. I'm going to go break even at 43. I'm long off the max signal, the max indicator. I'm going to go break even at 43. We're going to look for the run higher. I should just take profit at 43, to be honest. But
My
We'll
mouse
just go
is
break
broke.
even there. No! Come on. The max indicator, don't fail me now.
I got long with you.
Max stopped barking and the market said, no way, turn it down. I'm turning down. Oh, wait a second. Can it go? Stock really needs to be below this swing low down here. I got just kind of a mental stop in. Right now, we're all mental and nothing else. ES needs to hold above 20. It's kind of testing it here. Kind of just chopping right there at 20, not doing anything really.
Oh, I tried to jump in along with you, man. I tried to participate along with you.
Hold on. Don't listen. Don't fade the max indicator. Don't fade it.
All
I'm
right.
telling you. Don't fade it. We had the dog. We had that suspicious dog that popped up earlier, the meme. We need to get Max to make that face and we can put it on here. Max can be like, you know, get him to make that face. This is what we want to see, guys. We want to see it get above here and just boom, Hulk smash candle. That's what we need there, but we need it. We need it in Max form.
Nice on the wiener dog there, man. It's like a quick little like.
Yeah, he pops in there. You got to be quick. You got to see that quick.
Oh,
come on,
goodness,
let's go.
That was pretty good. Look
Let's
at there.
go. Come on. You know, it's like that when that girl is like, "Oh my gosh, this is a Philly cheesesteak. I ordered a salad." Then the dog face pops up. That sort of thing. Come on, we got the max indicator going here. Come on, let's go. Get through there. Squeeze this thing up there. You know you wanna. Guys, if you're not trading trend line breaks, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, what more can you ask for? You just paid 18 points. What more can you ask for? I'm being kind of goofy there with that comment. Trend lines work. I trade them too, usually on the larger time frame though. They work. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see this. Come on. Speed. We need speed. I mean, I'm asking for more, but I don't know if it's going to give it to me. I'm asking for more here. Come on. Max indicator never fails. It's got a 95% win rate. There we go. There's the break even. Listen, I told you the max indicator never fails. Stop to break even. 60% of the time, it works every time. That's what I've been told. Come on, where's that Hulk smash candle at? We need a candle closure above this, really. That's what's holding us down. Get a little candle closure above that. I think we accelerate.
Oh, yeah, above that 900? Yeah.
Well, 853 I'm looking at. 853 there.
I'm
This
hoping at the
candle's-
top of the hour we get a pop here. We got about 5 more minutes. If we can survive this for another 5 more minutes, I think we get a pop here at the top of the hour.
Can we squeeze? There's 35 points off the max indicator, guys. I'll be selling the max indicator for $19.99 in my paid Discord if you guys want to check that out. I don't have a paid Discord, nor do I have a max indicator, but it's okay.
No.
Come on, squeeze it. We got to give all the credit to Max on this trade, guys. No credit to me. I'm actually going to move my take profit down to 87. Husker, you still long?
Yes, sir. We're
Yes,
long
sir.
from 30.
Let's
though.
go.
We're long from 30. Hey,
Let's
Maxie
go.
called it out. I wasn't gonna leave Maxie hanging.
Come on, Max. Come on. Hit it. Hit it. Let's go. Never any doubt with the max indicator there. Never any doubt. Max, I appreciate the $90, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Max with the dub. One of these days I'm gonna start a Max account. And I only take the trade when Max barks. He's got to bark, he's got to growl, he's got to do something. He's got to do something. I don't know what the word is. He's got to make some sort of noise. He's got to give me that look. You got to give me that look. We got to just kind of, lock in, eyes to eyes. Husk, what's your target there? I see you still holding.
My target is so far up there, I don't know if you can see it.
910 to me is going to be a safe target. And there we are, right at 910. That's that previous 4-hour low that we ran last night. Pretty big 4-hour low. Let's see.
We are targeting 29,052. I don't know if we can get up there though. That's pushing it.
I mean, we certainly can. We certainly can get up there. What do you see at 29,000 though? 52.
We got the previous day low at 29,079.
I do see that.
We're going to that previous day low. It's just how we get there. You just don't know how many pullbacks we're going to have to get up there.
Listen,
and plus we're hitting the, actually, no, I don't really know if I want to fight the, how about we just shoot for 75? 75 is a good hold number.
I think right here, you're going to have problems getting through the 33 on the ES, but if it can pop it,
if we pop the 33, we probably off to the races, huh?
That thing's really going to go. So really going to go.
I mean, we're already up 100 points pretty much. I mean, it's nothing wrong with closing your trade down here, guys.
We're now up $944 after the max trade. Let's go. Can't complain.
Oh, this is also at the previous week. Maybe I need to try to mark some of those out. I don't have none of the weeks and lows marked out. That's a good idea. I have to look into that one.
Top of the hour coming up in 3 minutes. Based on these candles right here, it looks like we're just at top of the hour, might just blast us off. But let's see. I mean, if ES can get above 33 there with some momentum, with some volume, this thing it's really going to go. I'm going to be tempted if the ES gets above 33 to take maybe like a 5-point scalp, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm already up $944. I don't think there's any reason to continue to press the button there. Don't know. I'm trying to join, Pine Tree with these pro accounts over here. Pine and Terry, they got me jealous. I see them smacking the pro accounts around. So I said, let me go ahead and pick up one of those. We picked up one using our 50% off, and we're going to pick up a couple of more. I think I'm going to get 3 total. We'll see what we can do.
All right, guys, let's bring over the ES so we can see the magic 33 break here. Come on, 33.
Eric
33
says
breaks, guys. 33 breaks.
His duck is already singing the national anthem. Which national anthem, though, Eric? That's the question. Now, if listen, keep this in mind here, guys. If we reject off that 33 on the ES and we get a death candle back through kind of the 5-minute gap here that we're leaving, that could be a really good short area. This is an area where we rejected hard on the ES earlier today. We back tested that 33, 35 area earlier today and kind of rejected pretty hard off of it. So does the second time have the same result, or do we push through there? There's the 33 directly right now.
Ooh. Print. We got a print above it. Oh.
Man, that's a really good candle.
Dude, what time is it? Dude, I'm about to move this up. We're about to be at the top of the hour.
1 minute, less than a minute here till the top of the hour. Less than a minute. Husky, take that higher, man. Come on.
Well, all right.
Target higher, bro. Come on. Diamond hands this thing. By the way, just a note, guys. Yesterday I told Husk to hold. And we sold down 400 more points below his short entry. 400 below where he held to.
Get out of here. No reverse.
I tried to hold his hand on that one. Hindsight's 50-50, right?
All right.
2020? One of those?
This next candle is going to tell a lot, man. Either this thing comes crashing back down hard or we go to the moon.
It's like New Year's Eve here, guys. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. Kiss your partner. To the moon. Maybe not. It literally did nothing. Okay, here we go.
Come on.
There we go. Now we're getting the squeeze above 60 here. Let's see if we can push. What are you going to target there? 29.75, you said?
29,030.
29,030. I got you. You don't, I mean, not really, nothing really happened there at the top of the hour.
I know. I was expecting a little bit more.
Who all kissed their
There.
partner? I didn't have anybody around here to kiss other than Max. I could have gave him a little smooch. ES is above 33 here. You want to see it build structure here above 33. Kind of give us the idea that it's kind of accepted this level and it's going to hold. Let's see if it wants to do that.
Push. See, I'm feeling like we could come back down to the 900s here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and kind of retest the bottom of these wicks.
I don't know. I mean, right now it's just kind of breaking away. I consider, ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's
What?
there's the 900.
Oh, that was a gotcha. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what that was. That was I don't know.
Let me go and try to get as many points as I can.
That could be
Oh
interesting.
my goodness, man. What the crud.
70-point pullback there.
You got to be careful chasing these candles on a day like OPEC day, man.
Now that
That's-
is an initial balance retest there at 87.50. So that is an IB retest. I was just about to say I thought that we were going to
All
leave
right.
those gaps, but
Goodness, man. That was dirty. That was completely dirty. Especially if you chase that late. If you chase that late, that was horrible. Ugh, that got you. You know this thing's gonna rip back up. It's just gonna like do me dirty. We got back above our key level, and this is kind of like doing what you said, man. If we lose that 33, that it's just waterfalled.
I'm kind of thinking we go back and run that wick that we just left. So I'm gonna stab at it. We're gonna give
All
a
right.
stab here. I'm gonna go quick
Oof.
break even on this though. Probably 920, 925 will be break even. I'm in a little bit later than I would like to have been. I would like to have been in down there at the 90, 87, 90 area.
Now, I was anticipating the pullback to 800s. That's what I was saying. When it was struggling up there, I feel like we needed to pull back into the top of the opening range there at the 900s. I didn't expect it to happen that fast.
Yeah, kind of a rip lower there.
Yeah. I mean, that's like an 80-point candle within like a few seconds. 100 points.
Max, I failed you. I failed you, Max. I failed you, Max. Maybe
Ash
not.
was along with 5 minis from 563. Holy goodness, man. That
Who
is
was?
wild. Oh, he said it was a paper trade. Oh.
Nothing like a good old paper trade.
It's like I've been calling myself the paper trade millionaire over here.
So by paper trade, he means he's on a prop account, right?
I don't know. It's either that or a sim.
He's on a prop account for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a paper trade. Definitely. I kind of want to add here, to be honest. I'm going to wait for us to get above 87. I'll probably add a little bit of a dangerous ad, but I'm going to try it above 87. I'm going to add, say, 2 above 87. And I want it to take me out quickly if it pops of those. But looks like I might just get stopped.
Guys, we still need about 32 more, 28 more likes to get to the 350. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing the like button, it's free to hit the like button and the subscribe button.
Squeeze it! Everybody type squeeze it in the chat. Let's go. We got to squeeze this thing. Come on, let's go. No messing around.
Where did you take that off the 33 level? Is that what you're anticipating? That 33 holding?
No, I just took that. We left. I'm considering that a data wick up there. Got a couple of
What?
imbalances below. I just assumed that we'll take it.
Now, was that a news candle?
I don't know. I mean, to me, it's got to be, right? I'm going to treat it as a news candle. I'm going to treat it as one. It may not matter ultimately if it stops me out, right? Doesn't matter, but we'll see. 797 to 21 EMA on the 5. I think if we get back above 888 here, 887, I think we can get that squeeze going, but
I'd say possible 840 here. I think 840 is your pullback.
I don't love it, but I wouldn't hate it. I mean, I don't want it to pull back that far if it tags me into my ads.
Well, I only say that because I feel like it's going to retest the 9 EMA.
That's the 21. Where you got the 9 at? On what?
Mine is
The
sitting at the
5?
40. Yeah, on the 5 minute,
Okay.
sitting at the 40. And it's sitting on top of the VWAP also, or the 200 moving average.
Come on, guys. We got to get this thing up there. Where's Tom? Let me call Tom. Tom, hey, Tom. Need you to buy 1 micro right now, long. 1 micro long. 1 micro long, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I was
Thank
going
you.
to say,
Thank you.
Tom's going to say, go 1 micro deep.
Just
Remember,
need Tom's
guys-
1 micro long.
Remember, guys, the builder plan right now is available for $52.50 at 50% off, max 2 per users. That's probably one of the best deals because that's like $50 all in for eval and funded.
If this thing
Definitely a
closes
great
below on the
deal.
5 minute here, I do think that is a good short. We talked about that earlier. We'll see. If it closes below, I'll probably stab on it short.
Trade funded over there saying that Tom will dump the market with his 1 micro trade.
No, he's gonna squeeze the market. 1 micro long.
Gotta do
Listen,
the opposite.
Tom has so much power in the market, it only takes him purchasing 1 micro to move it. As soon as he gets in there with the micro, it's just to the moon. It's a moonshot at that point. Come on, squeeze this thing up. Got down to the 50 there.
I know I was considering jumping back in if it hit that 40 level.
Squeeze it. And do not squeeze it and just tag me in and then dump. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Remember, guys, on OPEC Friday, it's best to kind of be under leverage a little bit some days. OPEC will get you.
Not me. I like to be over leveraged. Let's get the port report going. Let me load up the minis over here. Just kidding. All jokes aside, no full porting over here. Yet. No full porting yet. It's not that time, guys. It's not that time.
I tried to get it in. I couldn't get it. Hit
What were you
there
trying to
off
do?
that-
You were thinking about-
Well, I was trying to take another long. It looks like it hit.
Maybe 45. What were you thinking?
Well, I was trying to put an entry at that 40 off that 9 EMA and VWAP sitting on top of each other. Look for like a 10-point bounce and see if the runner takes off there. But I already missed it. Most of the time, if I try a second entry off if we're within 5 points, I get burned. That's what happened this morning. I was trying to take a trade off that 9 EMA and I missed it by like 5 points and it ended up popping back up 50 points. And then the second push went through. That was that big sell-off this morning.
All right, I just got a response from Tom. He said, buying 1 micro now. Let's see what happens. We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
goodness.
Buying 1 micro now, guys. That's what Tom said. Look at the market. Watch it. Wait on it. Let's see what it does. Do your work, Tom's micro. Do your work. Come on. Look at it pop as soon as Tom buys. Look at her pop.
Oh,
Squeeze that thing.
Hey, the 40 was the pop, guys. That's what I was saying. I really wanted to get a entry off of that 40 level, but like I said, I would have missed it.
Come on, Tom. Come on. You can do it. All right, we're in on the ad. We need to be out on the ads pretty quickly here. We need to be out on the ads. I may even take those off. Pop it. Rip it.
Methodical. Why didn't you say go and just smash it anyway, man? We got to the 40s. That's what I was looking for. You should have said
Holy
just smash
cow,
it
guys.
anyway.
Holy cow. I'm going break even now, guys. Break even now.
Oh,
I told
my
you
goodness.
guys. You thought I was playing about that Tom Sabo micro there? You thought I was playing? I wasn't playing with you. As soon as Tom bought, this thing squeezed. As soon as I got the confirmation, this thing squeezed. Come on. Don't play with Tom. Let's go.
Man.
You know what? I'm taking it. I'm just taking it. Let's go.
Hold the runner.
Oh, we're up $1,000. I'm taking it.
Uh-oh. No, why did I wanted to jump back in at the 40s. It didn't.
You guys just don't know the pool that Tom has. You don't realize. You need his phone number. As a matter of fact, hold on a second, guys. Let me get his phone number. I'm going to drop it in chat. This will be for your personal use. Anytime you need the market to move in your direction, you can just call Tom Sabo. Hold on one second. Going to drop his phone number in chat.
I didn't know if the wiener dog popped up, man. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it did. There we go. I dropped it in the chat.
You're gonna have to send a picture of Maxie in there. So I think that's isn't that I want to say that is a Matt's dog, right? Isn't it Matt? He's got a wiener dog. I think that's Matt's dog, if I'm not mistaken.
That's not Matt's dog.
Dude, Matt has a Dachshund too. I've seen
but his is white. He has a white. But there's there's Tom Sabo, guys. There's his number in the chat. Whenever you want to use it, just get on there. 1-800-BACK-HAIR. That's the number. There you go. There you go. Whenever you need it, just give them a call. What's that saying? One call, that's all. Let's go.
Better call Tom.
A law firm answered. Uh-oh.
Remember, guys, if you're going to use MyFundedFutures, if you wouldn't mind supporting the stream with code YouTube for the very best discount on the prop firm streets.
Who's Tom Sabo? Get out of here. Banned instantly. You don't know celebrity Tom Sabo? I mean, come on. If you don't know Tom, you got to be out of here. Just kidding. Appreciate you, RDJ, you the man. You need to braid Husk back hair. Husk, I don't know if he has back hair. He's into shaving his body, so he's been like that since he was a kid.
Whatever.
You catch him in the bathroom with Nair when he was like 12 years old. He had Nair all over his legs.
Not a hairy person.
Well, we know that. It's because you shaved it.
It looks like a wool sweater.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. What is that? The guy from Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
now, Duck Race is coming up, Fibs. But you already missed the form, though.
Yeah, they dropped the form for the Duck Race a few minutes ago. You had a choice between the Duck Race and what was the other one called with the little
Brain Rot.
Brain Rot. That's it. Brain Rot Racers.
That trade didn't look good right there for a minute. I mean, she just didn't want to do it.
I told Methodical, I said, if 40 holds, you're going to be good. It's just I didn't take the trade at 40. I didn't smash the button.
I don't know. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard from him. I heard him say,
you can talk about the level all day, but if you're not going to smash the button, you're just hindsighting yourself.
I heard him say something along the lines of, hey, man, don't have wet paper bag hands. Hold that thing.
Yeah, well, I was about to say that, but I didn't want to keep hurting your feelings. So I was like, I don't want to keep hurting Methodical's feelings. He's going to be calling me up all weekend crying. I'm about to soothe him. He's like, dude, you got to calm it down.
I washed all the negative away, like I told you. I washed all the negative away. So here we are. This thing's really not moving that much now, huh? We got a 42-point ATR down from 50 when we started the stream here. I do think you can treat this upper wick as kind of like a data wick. I mean, really believe that you can treat that as like a data wick there. Because like, I mean, even though maybe there was nothing said. I mean, this is a 70-point move down. That's not normal price action, right? So we should kind of move back into that area. I just had the paper hands there, didn't hold it. So I didn't know how long Tom was going to hold that single micro long. So, you know, I had to get out of there. Had to get out of there. Guys, it is the weekend. It is Friday. So if you are green, probably not a bad idea to just lock it down, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Lock it down, take that green. It's one of the worst days to be chasing a red account, right? Red on an account, you're like, I think I'm going to try to get it back green. It's not a great day to do that. Just very manipulative.
I've never had any luck doing that, man. He's like, oh, what did I do that for?
Chasing that red, you're going to end up with no account or even redder. So no account or redder. Dino, or Dino, I don't know why I said Dino. Dino is actually funny. I used to know a guy named Dino. That was his real name too. when I used to install cable. And as soon as I saw your name the other day, I kind of thought about that guy. I ain't thought about that guy in years. But yeah, I used to know a guy named Dino. Is that you, Dino? Did you used to do cable in Gainesville, Georgia? That's not where I'm from or where I live, but you know, that's where I did it at. Maybe it's Dino. How many people in the world are actually named Dino? I'm not sure. Is that a common name?
It sounds more like a nickname. You know,
this was his real name. This was the real name. So
it sounds pretty wild to name your. I mean, maybe they didn't watch the Flintstones or something, you know, back in the day.
Who knows? Who knows? Husk would have named his kid Dino for sure.
No,
if he could get away with it. So
now our kids did want us to call our youngest daughter Sid the Sloth, like from Ice Age.
Used to hide from humans in your early days because they want to put me in a cage and experiment on me. Uh-oh.
Oh goodness. Nice on your long, man. Just you know, try to lock in some profit over here, take some profit just in case we get stuck at these 60s again. But
Tusk is a good name for Husk's son. All right.
We're past the whole kid stage in our life, man.
I mean,
we're past that stage.
He thinks he is, right?
Oh yeah, we're past that stage.
He just needs to get a new woman, and then you never know. You know?
Nope. That'll never happen either.
Sorry if the missus is listening. Sorry about that. Sorry about that suggestion.
The minions. Nah, the warden's still working. She's throwing down at the job there.
See, I don't even have to call her the warden. Husk already just acknowledges that she's the warden. All right. She runs that prison. She runs it. Guys, here comes the duck race. Get ready.
I hope you had 45 minutes to get your duck jacked up for the race.
Top 10 is going to win. Here comes the duck race. Let's check it. And they're off. Quickly out to the lead there is Keegan. I don't know if that's going to hold. Probably blowing his speed a little too soon there. Error 404. He definitely is not going to win because, you know, who likes that error whenever you're on the internet? We don't want to see that. Fight Logic Systems trying to make a move. Somebody's going to come from the back. I see the bat duck in there. Is it going to be the bat duck? Is it going to be the presidential duck?
Oh, you know it's going to be the duck that comes out from the backside in the last like 10 seconds, man.
Uh-oh, Quantum Wick trying to make a move. Is he too soon? Oh, we got a mover coming up from the back here. Here comes Francis. Rick Francis making a move.
Oh, it's Morning Bear. Look at Morning Bear coming up from the backside.
All right, let's go. Let's see who the top 10 is. Congratulations.
Oh, Morning Bear.
98 with the win there, but who's the top 10? Trujan, 98, Rock, Doctor, Mirage, Morning Bear, Honor, Hindsight, Mastermind, Barbie, Frequency. And I don't know did Rick squeak into the top 10? I can't tell. I don't know. But congratulations.
Congrats. Hope you were able to get some of that big trade we took with the Maxi call out and a winner on the duck race.
Rick was just outside the top 10 there. There's that wick being run, guys. There's the wick. So
nice
Rick,
call on the long methodical.
Rick was the bubble boy. Better luck next time, Rick Francis. You were the bubble boy, unfortunately. Somebody's got to be the bubble boy, right? Somebody's got to be the one just outside the winner circle. Unfortunately, today for Rick, it's him.
Got to give him a "if you ain't first, you last" speech.
Oh. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Family is family. Have you guys seen all those memes and stuff? The Fast and the Furious stuff's like, I got family. Vin Diesel. Kind of funny. All right, but congratulations. Hopefully you guys are here. Let's see if all the winners are present. If you did win there, you need to make a comment here in the chat. And guys, nothing that you need to do. The account will just show up. They'll send you an email. You do have to have a MyFundedFutures account, though. You don't have to buy anything, but if you're not currently a MyFundedFutures customer, you do need to create an account in order to receive your winnings. So there you go.
Recto. Ooh, nice long here, guys. Nice long for that person who jumped in long here. I was a little worried about there. You know, it's kind of scary when you're jumping in long at the highs there.
Hey, listen, you jump in long, you get there, you don't. One or the other.
Yeah.
ES is back testing the 30 now. Man, this is going to be that third run into the 33. We really lack momentum here, though. I mean, if you look at these last probably 10 minutes of price action, right? These candles outside of the 1 micro long where Tom bought, every other candle's really been kind of small, you know, losing momentum. So we'll see kind of what happens. You know, that's what happens when Tom buys the single micro, like we talk about, then you get that Hulk smash candle. That's where that come from. So he's a market mover. Don't doubt it. ES is kind of rejecting 30 here. You do have an SMT right here. So theoretically, if you get a dump candle, I mean, let me look at the 1 minute and see if there's a short opportunity. I mean, not horrible to be looking for shorts up here, I don't think.
Yeah, you've already hit that 9 EMA once, man. You know, the second push may get you back down to the 21, which is all the way back down at 825.
So I don't really see I don't see anything on the 1 minute. You got such a tiny gap here on the 2. Actually, it's not even a gap. Is it? Oh, it's not. You'd have to wait probably. I'd probably wait for a bigger time frame gap to get inversed, maybe like the 5 minute. So, because this is an internal leg, I wouldn't want to use that gap, I don't think. Wait for the 5 minute to close below like 830, and then maybe you consider short, but that is awfully, it's kind of low in the leg, to be honest, but it's pretty much all you got there. I would wait for every time frame to kind of close below just to feel a little more safe about it. I'm not going to take it. Do I use an SMT indicator? Yes, Q Mendez, I do, and it's called these two pupils, left eye and right eye. I watch both markets, so able to spot the SMTs just by myself. I don't like using indicators for like fair value gaps, SMTs and stuff like that, because, you know, not all SMTs are the same. Not all fair value gaps are the same. They don't all mean something, right? So for that reason, I just mark those out myself manually. Use the manual thing. We just mark them out. No big deal.
Here's your 9 here, man. I think this could be the.
Now, if we're going to bounce here, I was going to say, if we're going to bounce, this area is kind of where we would do it at, right? You got kind of a little short-term trend line going on here. If we just draw it from here to here, if we're going to bounce, this is where we're going to do it. If not, we probably at least retest 818. But let's see how this candle closes. If you get kind of a nice bearish close here, not outside the realm of possibility to think that we kind of, you know, make this happen. I'm not taking this because I've hit my profit target for the day up $1,000, so I'm not taking it. But I don't think it's unreasonable here. You could even go stop to break even on this trade, maybe at that wick there, 845, if you don't trust it as much. So we are trading right back into a bullish 5 minute gap. You also have the 200 EMA on the 5 minute 843. You have the 21 EMA at 829. So a lot of stuff in that 30 to 40 range that might cause us to bounce. We'll see. This candle is not closing below yet. It's holding the trend line. Again, like I said, that's the option. We either bounce here or we flush. Those are always the two options. Or we just go sideways, right? One or the other.
I'm gonna take Nick's advice. We're green, so we're gonna sit on our hands the rest of the day. I was green yesterday and missed them, called me up. Dude, you didn't take the long. He texted me and everything.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And it was a banger trade, but man, because I know what happens when I come back to the charts after having a good morning. I'll mess it up or end up, and I'll be angry at myself.
Guys, we called that level out yesterday on the stream, and I told you guys like I was going to stay on the charts afterwards. And I did. It didn't trigger until about 2 o'clock, but I took the long. I did hit a $625 daily payout yesterday on that long off the ES. So nice trade there. Guys, I want to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a programming update. We said this yesterday and it turned out not to be true. However, today it is true. Matt and Ash will not be with us today. The stream will be ending at 12:30, so you got 5 minutes for us. So we'll be ending after Husk and I. We were wrong yesterday. We thought Matt wasn't going to be here. I do apologize for the misinformation. However, today he will not be here. Neither will Ash. I think Ash will be back on Tuesday, and Matt will be back on Monday, as far as I know. So, anyways, a bit of a programming note there. Just giving you guys the heads up. So we got about, a little more than 4 minutes left in the session here. Let's see kind of what Price wants to do. General lean is we probably continue higher, right? I'm bullish overall. I think we're going up. I think ES needs to squeeze above 33. Maybe we end up at like 75.50s today, 75.55 on the ES, something like that. But
I know I wanted that previous day low up there at 29,080.
But you can't ignore a short sometimes, right? You can't ignore a short. And actually, to be honest, this is one of my favorite setups here when we create an order block on a trend line break. So if price can kind of close below this, pretty strong idea there. If the 2 minute closes below here, you have a very tight stop to the next level. So let's kind of see what happens. Got a lot of time left on this 2 minute though. So I don't know if it's going to, it might hit the target before, if it does it. So who knows? Congratulations to all the winners there. Hopefully you guys can be successful with those accounts and take them to payout. Let's get them funded, take them to payout. Don't think of them as free accounts, because when I do that, I do bad things. We do bad things. We're bad with those. Man, that trend line right there, that little short-term trend line is just holding so nicely. You have the 21 EMA there. You have the initial balance. You got a few things there.
It's almost like we're following that 9 EMA back on the 5 minute again. If you like to follow the 5 minute.
I don't even have the 9 on the 5. I've only got the 21 on the 5 and the 200. I don't know. And the 200's not that good. I think the 21's the best EMA on the 5 in my opinion.
How I like to use the 9 is whenever we get that 21 pullback, I like to see us recover the 9 EMA and then, start looking for the long off of that. And a lot of times that very first pullback is at the 9 EMA after a big move up. So a while ago, that's why I said I wanted to get long at the 40s. And that's why I was saying, I think if you hold your trade, I think we're going to have a big bounce at the 40s, because that was the first pullback on the 5 minute back into the 9 after a 100-point push up.
So you can see here, did this trade trigger? No, it's an idea, right? Even though I'm overall bullish, like I still got to think of trades in terms of like, what could happen? Would I take this short if this happened? Now, we talked about this gap here and how I would ignore it. I wouldn't take it, right? Because it's an internal gap. You see exactly what happened there? We closed below that gap, never hit the break even, and just rips right back up. So you would have been stopped out. Hey, you taking that? But yeah, we'll see kind of what happens here in the next few minutes. Anybody got any big plans over the weekend? I am going to have just kind of a low-key chill weekend. I do have to cut grass, yay me, in 95-degree weather. But yeah, I'm going to have just kind of a chill weekend, hang out with the kids at the house kind of deal, not do very much. What about you, Husk?
We are going to Longhorns this evening for
Longhorns
for Matthew's B-Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was his favorite place to go eat at.
Was it?
For his birthday. Yep.
Nice,
so
nice.
Go to Longhorns.
And if there's time, he's gonna maybe they'll go to Home Depot. He doesn't know if there'll be enough time. Maybe a little Bed Bath Beyond, maybe Home Depot, that kind of deal. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know.
So I going to that movie, we ain't got much time, but he actually streaked in front of a gym doing that.
Yeah. We're streaking. Everybody's going streaking. Yeah, I saw that interview where Will Ferrell, if you don't know, we're talking about Old School, where he streaks down the road, and I guess he goes by this gym, and they didn't notify the gym that they were going to be filming that scene. So there's like women running on the treadmill, and he said he could hear screams in the background as he's running by in his glory. So. But guys, we do appreciate you guys. Thanks to everybody on the back end. We're going to go ahead and call it here. We'll be back Monday, same time, same place. Appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button, subscribe. We will see you next time.
Thank you guys. Have a great weekend.